the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's the Buck Host Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today, USA Boxing. We are back, man. I was trying to make sure my sound was right. Hold on, let me make sure I'm on point. I was trying to make sure my sound was right. Hold on, guys. Okay, yeah. Everything look good. You guys, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me real well. You can hear me real well. Let me know. I was trying to make sure we set up. Seemed like I had the volume too loud or something. I don't know. Just trying to make sure. Let y'all let me know. Give me a thumbs up. You know what I mean? Let's give everybody, man, that's here. We're gonna have a good show today. Everybody that's here, man, a round of applause. All right, cool. I vote Dave. What's going on, fam? I vote Dave. Boy, look here, boy. We're gonna have a good one today, boy. Today, today we're gonna point out some double standards and hypocrisies. Today, we are going to point out some double standards and hypocrisies. That's what I want to talk about today, because it appears to be trouble in paradise. I've been hearing a whole lot from certain fighters, Tank Davis as well. You know what I mean? So when certain fighters, it seems to me, I'm just saying to me, I don't know if it's me. Hey man, shout out to Swift 718.
Hey, okay.
Dropping out a half for bam, hundo on your boy.
Hey Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Swift 718, what to say, fam? He said we hear you very well. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate that. Swift, thank you so much, brother, man. I appreciate the support. I want to talk. We got to talk about some double standards and hypocrisies. Hey, man. Shout out to my dog D-Style. D-Style, what's up, man? I was actually in your chat. Hell, you went live. You had a guest. Well, you always have guests, but you went live. I was in your chat. I couldn't. I was in your chat just listening to the show. Did I type anything? No, I didn't type anything. I didn't type anything in it because I was working out. I was working out to listen to it, man. But shout out to D-Style. D-Style is one of those guys. He's been around a long time. D-Style keep it boxing. D-Style don't get caught up in the YouTube politics. him G Funky. They don't get caught up in that bullshit. They don't get caught up in that bullshit, man. D-Style don't see it all. He don't see friends turn to foe turn to friends. And, dudes was love with each other one day. The next day they switched out on each other and they started dissing each other. Kind of like how the rappers do. We gonna go in the studio, make a diss track. That goes on YouTube a lot. But shout out to D-Style. What to say, fam? You say what's good, coach? We got to collab. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, we do got to collab. Yeah, we don't been on a couple of panels, but me and you never did a collaboration. Hey, D-Style, that's what I'm gonna do. We'll set up a day where I can bring you over here, then I'll come on your show as well. Or I'll come on your show first, and then you can come over here. Either or. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we need to do that, man. D-Style know he know, but he know boxing though. Like he really know boxing. Like he know this shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that. Sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30. Get the money on the back end. The back end. It ain't gonna be none of that. Hey, you ain't gotta worry about getting threatened. I think D-Style probably been threatened before, but you ain't gotta worry about being threatened by D-Style. He ain't talking about pulling up. He ain't gonna talk about no shooters. The people who really got it, they ain't gonna be saying nothing too tough. You know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, D-Style, we need to do that, fam. I'll go to your Instagram. I'll go to your IG. And we can definitely make that happen. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Let's get into the show. I want to talk about some double standards and hypocrisies that I see going on. I want to talk about some double standards and hypocrisies I see going on. Now, sources say, I gotta say that, guys. Sources say. Oh yeah, and shout out to I was listening to Blue Blood Sports TV today on my way back from Miami. I had to go to Miami. On my way back from Miami, I listened to a video he made, and his video inspired this show. Because I honestly, I did not know what I was going to talk about today, because I do want to talk about Beterbiev and Beterbiev and what the dude name he fighting? What they talking about? Lions in the yard or lions in the camp or some shit? What's the name? I forgot the dude name. Yeah, y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know Beterbiev fighting somebody. You know what I mean? Yeah, Anthony Yard. That's it, Yard. Hey, I had to forget Anthony Yard name, man. I had to forget the man name. He fights somebody. I don't know who he fights, but he fights somebody. He fights somebody. I don't forget the man name. Man. Anthony Yard. I apologize, dog. You know, we're gonna blame it on the weed. I did smoke a nice one. I did smoke a nice one before the show started. I smoked a nice one before the show started. Now y'all know me. Now I keep some of the greener things in life. Y'all know me. I keep some of the greener things in life. So I'm on a 2 sticky a day diet. No stems, no seeds. I got a Nick sack right here. And I got my trusted. Let's put the Nick sack. Cause we ain't had the Nick sack out in a while. Let's keep the Nick sack out just in case. You know, I keep me a good Nick sack now. You know what I mean? I'm the Nick sack king over here, boy. Anyways. Okay, so anyways, sources say Jermall Charlo is suffering from mental health and personal issues. Question I have is this: will he be stripped of his belt? He ain't fighting nobody. He ain't defending his titles, right? So let's see. Jermall Charlo apparently is suffering from mental health issues. According to Regis Prograis, Jermall Charlo is going through a lot. He's going through a lot of personal issues as well, right? Now, the funny thing about it is this. When certain fighters like Ryan Garcia and Tyson Fury came out and publicly stated that they were going through mental health issues, certain fan bases and fighters said Ryan Garcia was faking. So, some of them said that, you know, Ryan Garcia got a weak mindset, and people use a lot of, fighters, when fighters say they got mental health issues, they use that as an excuse. Yada, 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 yada. Okay. So let's write that down. This one, we're gonna find out which fighter said it too. Y'all, we're gonna find out which fighter said it. Okay, let's see. Use excuses, mental health as an excuse. Mental health excuse. That's what we heard from a fighter, a well-known fighter too. A fighter who Leonard Ellaby said is a star. That's what he said, right? Mental health as an excuse. Okay, we're gonna write that down. Okay, Now, Jermall Charlo didn't say he had mental health issues. He didn't say that. But Regis Prograis saying that he's going through a lot of personal things, and, you know, he going through mental health stuff, right? So that's that, you know. And then the way Blue Blood Sports TV interpreted on his video, because Blue was concerned. He was concerned about Jermall. You know, hey, man, a guy going through some mental issues, and, you know, we got to get behind him, and you know, and we got to get behind him. You know what I mean? So I get it. Okay. Okay, so I get it. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. Now, the funny thing about it is this. When certain fighters like Ryan Garcia and Tyson Fury came out publicly and stated that they was going through mental health issues, certain fan bases and fighters said that Ryan was faking. They said the same thing about Tyson Fury as well. You know what I mean? I heard Deontay Wilder say that as well about Tyson Fury. Oh, that mental health. Y'all keep talking about he got going through mental health and this and that. Don't nobody want to hear that. Wilder was trying to hear it. Because I felt where Wilder was coming from. Wilder felt like y'all trying to garner sympathy for him. Y'all trying to use that mental health stuff and make him the poster child for mental health to try to garner sympathy from him. He's a drug cheat. He's a liar and he's a cheat. You know what I mean? Y'all try to feel sorry for him, but I'm gonna lay him out. And y'all cheated me in the first fight. I supposed to have the knockout. So I get what Wilder was coming from. I get where he was coming from. Wilder, like, I ain't trying to hear none of that. You know what I mean? But they say some of these fighters be faking. But now some of these same critics are now saying something totally different when it comes to Jermall Charlo. If Jermall Charlo is really going through mental health issues, and he's going through a lot of personal issues that's affecting his mental health, like Regis Prograis said, right? Then he should get the help that he needs. I'm in favor of that. Let the brother get the help that he needs, right? But while he's getting the help that he needs, the WBC need to strip Jermall Charlo of the WBC belt. He ain't fighting nobody. He ain't doing nothing with it. And there's no telling when he's going to come back. He's going through mental health issues and he got to get his mind back right. He need to get the help that he need, right? Or Jermall Charlo can do what Keith Thurman did. Keith Thurman dropped this belt. Remember, Keith Thurman was out. He didn't want to come back. Didn't nobody know when he was going to come back. And the WBA, the WBC told him, they said, listen, man, we're going to give you an ultimatum, baby boy. We're going to take that there from you, or you're going to just drop the belt. And then when you decide to come back to boxing, what we're going to do, we're going to make sure we're going to put you at number 1. So you can be the first guy to fight for the title whenever you come back. And this is how Keith Thurman became the number 1 became the number 1 in the WBC. He was gone. He ain't fought in 25 years, 72 years. He ain't fight. He come back out of semi-retirement, fight Mario Barrios, a guy who never fought at welterweight before in his life, a guy who got stopped by Tank Davis. You know what I mean? At 140, Keith Thurman come out of nowhere, go 12 rounds with him, beat him, and they say, voila, he number 1 mandatory in the WBC. Only come to find out, he's fighting Errol Spence at 154 pounds, not 147 pounds. So if he beats Errol Spence, he won't be a champion. Now, I don't feel sorry for Keith Thurman, because if he fell for the flim-flam, that's on him. Keith Thurman is a company man. And I hate to say that he's from Tampa, he ain't from Tampa, he's from Clearwater, but he's from the Bay Area, and he's nothing like me. He can talk and stuff, but he's a company man, and Al Heyman probably convinced him, look at baby boy, check this out. You're gonna get a shot at Earl, but if you beat him, you ain't gonna get no belts. But I don't feel sorry for Keith Thurman, because if you agree with that, then you're supposed to be played like that. If you let him chump you like that, then you're a chump. So I don't feel sorry for Keith Thurman. I don't give a damn because he from the Bay Area like me. One thing about me, I don't set you up by where you're from. I'm gonna call it the way I see it. If you let Al Heyman and Errol Spence chump you like that, then they was supposed to chump you like that. You was there to be chumped. Chump? All right, anyways. But anyway. Now that's the Keith Thurman. I probably never get the interview, but I don't give a fuck. Anyways, now, there's no telling, you know what I mean? Will Jermall Charlo will come back to boxing? There's no telling. You see what I'm saying? So Jermall Charlo should do the right thing, in my opinion, and either vacate the title, just like what Keith Thurman did not so long ago, or the sanctioning body should strip him. Make him a champion in recess. Make him a champion in recess, right? Say, look here, baby boy, we're going to make you a champion in recess, kind of like how the WBA did Manny Pacquiao. We're going to make you a champion in recess, because he's going through mental health issues. He got to, go through a lot of personal stuff. So we got to give him time to get his mind right. Let the brother get the help he need, stuff like that. Maybe Al Heyman got a doctor on the side. You know what I mean? That can help him out. They probably got a PBC doctor over there that can help him out. You get what I'm saying? Now, again, there's no telling when he'll come back. You know what I mean? So the sanctioning bodies or Jermall Charlo should do the right thing. Drop the belt. Don't hold up the division. Ain't no telling when you're gonna come back, because by the time he do come back, it's probably gonna be 2 years since he fought. He ain't fought in a year and a half. You get what I'm saying? Hell, we seen Josh Saylor had to drop all his goddamn belts soon after he became undisputed. Hell, they didn't even let him wait a year. They went to giving him all kind of demands. So certain fighters get certain privileges in boxing. This is true. Certain fighters get certain privileges. You get what I'm saying? Certain fighters get certain privileges. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Now, the question I have for you guys is this. And this is what I think should be done, right? This is just me, my opinion, you know what I mean? The sanctioning body probably should just go ahead and give Jermall Charlo a way out. Say, look here, baby boy, we're gonna take the belt off of you, because what we want to relieve you of the burden of having to worry about defending your title that was emailed to you. Because and that's what you guys say. You guys say Devin Haney, he wasn't a real WBC champ. He was emailed to him. He didn't fight for the belt. That's what Tank Davis said about Devin Haney as well. Okay, and that's fine. Okay, so Jermall Charlo, he didn't fight for his belt. His belt got emailed to him too, right? So seems like nobody want to keep that same energy with Jermall Charlo. But anyway, so so since he didn't fight for the belt anyway, it was emailed to him. He can go ahead and look here, baby boy, let me take that burden off of you right quick, and maybe let Carlos Adames and Jaime Munguia fight for it. Carlos Adames and somebody else fight for it. You get what I'm saying? And then whenever Jermall Charlo decide to come back after he get his mind right, after he get the help that he needs, then you can go ahead and make him. You get what I'm saying? Make him okay. You can fight for the belt first, or maybe he'll move up to 168. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? So that's the question I have, guys. What do you guys think that Jermall Charlo and the WBC should do as it relates to this belt? And I got some receipts I want to play. Because I don't want nobody thinking I'm capping. I don't want nobody thinking, oh man, that nigga lying, man. Ain't nobody said that. So I just I just want you to hear it. I just want you to hear himself. So anyways, again, I heard this on Blues channel. I think he was playing it from somebody else's channel. Yeah, it's Regis Prograis. It's Regis Prograis. It's Regis Prograis. So I want y'all to hear this. Hold on. I want y'all to hear this. Hold on, guys. Let me pull it up because I don't want nobody thinking coach making it up. Nigga always capping. He always doing this, doing that. I'm just saying. I like to point out the double standards. I just want to hear what y'all got to say. That's all. Hold on. I just want to hear what you got to say. All right, cool. Now let's see where we at. I want to make sure I'm at the right spot now. All right, ta-da. I think I'm at the right spot. Hey man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Halim, Old Dirty Boxing. Rick, shout out to Rick Timms. What's going on, Rick? Shout out to Ricky Ricardo. Marquis, what's going on, brother? Boxing nerd. Shout out to my sister Anna Lee in the building. Lil Green Eyes P. And salute to everybody. Lisa Bells. Shout out to my main man, Yarmus. What's going on, fam? Yarmus, what to say? You say mental health issues is the new excuse for everything. Yeah, but hold on. Hey, Yarmus, check this out. I want you to hear this. I want you to hear this. Shout out to Swift 718.
Hey, okay.
What to say, fam? He said for dropping that $2 super chat. He said Boo Boo ain't getting that Charlo fight. No. Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head. Andrade ain't gonna get that fight at all. Listen, I said this last week, fam. He ain't gonna get that fight. Now that listen, check this out, Swift. I got a video I'm gonna let you hear from Demetrius Andrade. He was on the Brian Custer podcast last week. I was gonna play it, but I wasn't thinking about it. But I said, you know what, today gonna be a good time to play it because I can use it as a teaching moment. He ain't gonna get that fight. You right about that. He ain't gonna get that fight. Shout out to Mike the mobile mechanic.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Mike, what to say? He said, Coach, do you think social media play a fact into mental health issues for these boxers? Hey, Mike, I don't even know. I mean, they got plenty of money. When I look on his Instagram, I see him getting in, I see him flying around, and they saw him getting on a private jet, from Al Heyman. They saw him sitting in the sitting on a Lambo with suicide doors, two of his homeboys next to him, and then so I don't know. It look like he on the outside looking in, like he doing straight to me, but he did go through some issues with his wife, and his wife did say that when he had his wife arrested, she did say that, hey, Jermall Charlo ain't gonna fight no more. She did say that. She said he ain't gonna fight no more. She said we going broke. We probably gonna lose his house. There's trouble in paradise. Whole lot of these dudes talking about back end money on YouTube. They're talking about back end money and all these fighters over there on one side of the street getting paid millions of dollars and ain't nobody complaining. Ain't nobody complaining over there. Everybody rich, and they jumping in swimming pools full of money over there. You just hating, coach. You just hating. You cooning. You Uncle Tommy. You's a Sambo. You's a sellout. You hating because they swimming in swimming pools full of money. And all that what they told me, right? True. Suicide doors, huh? Suicide doors. Okay, suicide doors. Huh? Back end money. Okay, suicide doors, back end money, mansions, mink coats, buying up the bar, Louis bags, Gucci, that what they say, right? That what they say, right? That what they say. Okay, all right. Yeah, you know what, Mike? I don't know, man. I don't even know, fam. I don't even know. That's what they say. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, you go to a bar, you swipe your card, the bartender say, hey, look here, man, baby boy, check this out. I'm going to say this, mama, this to you. I don't want to say it for anybody. You got 20 niggas with you. Hey, listen, man, we ran that card through. It got declined. What you mean it got declined? Do you know who I am? I'm Big Charlo. Yeah, Big Charlo. The card got declined. Do you have another one? Oh, what you mean? That card platinum. I got that one from Al Heyman himself. Al gave me that card. Man, yeah, man, the card is declined. Ain't nothing on that motherfucker. You sure? Yeah, how much the bill is? Well, the bill is $10,000. $10,000. Oh, I got plenty of money. Yeah, but you got all these broke niggas with you. Can't nobody put the money together to pay for it. No, everybody broke. I'm the cash cow of the group. You the cash cow of the group. Yeah. Hey, listen, the card declined, and there, so we going through shit like that. That's all I'm saying. True. That what happened? What? True. When that happened? Last year? That happened last year, right? About a year. That happened last year. Okay. Let's hear this though. Let's hear this. Now this is Jermall Charlo's homeboy, Regis Prograis. This is homeboy now. Shout out to Regis Prograis, man. That's a cool dude. I met the brother. I did interview him. I didn't even upload the interview that we did, but I did interview him, man. He's a really, really nice guy. Shout out to Regis Prograis.
He still got personal stuff going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got some hard personal stuff going on.
Hold on. Oh, this who this was. This was Punch Drunk interview. Punch Drunk interviewed him. That's who it was.
Personal issue, but you speak to him. Is he ready to get back in the ring or what?
He still got
If you could share, on social media. Yeah. You don't want to get into that personal issue, but you speak to him. Is he
now? This is Blue Bloods. I'm on Blue Bloods live. This is Blue Blood video. I'm listening to it. I was listening to it on my way back from Miami. But hold on.
Ready to get back in the ring or what?
He still got personal stuff going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got some hard personal stuff going on. A lot of people, they talk about him, but dude going through he going through some stuff now. He definitely getting better and stuff like that. But like the state he was in, he didn't need to fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't, bro. So I know he's a champion, all that type of stuff. But yeah, he got some personal stuff going on. But I think like I think he's way better, and he's always same thing. He's disciplined. He's always training and stuff like that. I was just by his house like not last weekend, but the weekend before that.
Okay.
We all talk, and he's still cool and all that stuff. He's still disciplined. He's still trained, but I think he getting getting better.
Okay.
But yeah, he just had. I mean, everybody saw it, bro. It ain't nothing. I ain't saying nothing. Nobody know, bro. He had like personal stuff going on, so he kind of had to figure that stuff out. He's still going through a little bit, but he way better right now.
Okay. So he going through some personal issues. All right. So if he going through some now the video Blue Star talking about mental health. So I'm like, okay, he going through some personal shit. Everybody go through personal stuff. Everybody in the chat got some personal issues. Rick Timms got personal issues. Marquis got personal issues. Big Lorenzo, Yarmus. All of us got some kind of personal issues. So that's life. If Hey, shout out to Thug and D. Shout out to Thug and D. That's life. So, if you live in life, you're gonna go through some kind of turmoil. You know what I mean? What that got to do with him getting in the ring fighting though? You know what I mean? What that got to do? Shout out to my sister Phil on the tube. What I got to do with him getting in the ring fighting? Everybody got some personal issues. Everybody. You get what I'm saying? Everybody got some personal issues, so okay, he got personal issues. What I got to do with his mental health? So my thing, hey, what did he say? He said, "Hey, coach, quit putting my business out there, fam." What happened? What you talking about? What I did? What I said? What I said? Hey, what I said? You said what I just said about you having personal issues? Oh no, I'm just, I don't know. Hold on, I don't know who's having personal issues right now. I'm just saying though, right? Everybody got some kind of issues they going through, right? I just saw a video. Oh, he said he's joking. All right. I just saw a video. Hey, what did it say? Yamis, you said I was taught to throw yourself into your work. He said that would take the focus off the BS. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? I just saw a video. Shit, well, not too long ago, Charlo was saying the doggone that he'll be back in March. And this is what I'm saying. A lot of these dudes, they don't know when they're going to have these fight dates. They don't know when they're going to fight, this and that, yada, 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 yada. But on the outside looking in, if you're listening to these dudes online, you would think everything was kosher. My favorite fighter got private jets. We living in mansions. They wearing mink coats, not mink coats, mink. We wearing mink coats. You know what I mean? Lambos, suicide doors. We bought them. We got plenty of money. Yeah, but the debit card got declined.
True.
Listen, baby boy, check this out. I know you the WBC email champion. Y'all do say if you don't fight for the belt and you get elevated and the belt gets sent to you, you don't have to fight for it. Y'all say email champ, right? Okay, so Jermall Charlo, if Devin Haney is the email champ, then that means I'm saying the WBC belt. Then that means Janabek is the email champ because he got elevated. He didn't fight for the belt. That was given to him. And then Jermall Charlo is the email champ. That was given to him too. So if we gonna throw this around, let's be consistent. Let's be consistent. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. So now, my thing is this. It's been a year and a half since he's fought. He probably ain't gonna get back in the ring until later on in the year. It might be 2 years before he fight again. Now, I know Mauricio Suleiman is on the books with the PBC. I think that's obvious at this point. Now, I ain't got no proof of this. But I'm telling you, you can look at the way he's moving. And then hold on. You can look at the way he's moving. Remember when they had the convention and Mauricio Sulaiman was mandated everybody to fight. He mandated Isak Cruz to fight Shakur Stevenson in the WBC. He mandated Keith Thurman to fight Errol Spence. Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman. He was handing out mandates like hotcakes. But when it came to Jermall Charlo, he said, yeah, you know what? And Carlos Adames is the WBC interim champion. He said, well, you know, Carlos, I know you want to fight Jermall Charlo, but, you know, it's in the best interest of the WBC, even though you are our intern champion that your dumb ass paying sanction fees for. But don't worry about it. We you know, you can't get Jermall Charlo yet. You're going to have to fight 3 or 4 more people before you get in the ring with him. And Carlos Adames was like, well, you told me last time if I beat this dude, and he beat Juan Montiel. The same dude that Jermall Charlo went life and death with, Carlos Adames fought him and knocked him out in 2 or 3 rounds. You told me if I beat Juan Montiel that you know that I get a shot at the WBC title, and then Mauricio Sulaiman reneged on it. They reneged on it. So this is why I tell you guys, in today's time, this shit ain't about no skin color, because you have black fighters, Hispanic fighters, white fighters, all get treated unfairly. And then you have black fighters, white fighters, some Hispanic fighters, they all get favoritism. Mauricio Sulaiman only see green. That's what I keep telling y'all that. When you're on that level, they only see green, dog. That's all they see. Shout out to Dragon Leg. What did you say, family? You say, do Boo Boo have a chance with the PBC? We'll find out. If you asking me my opinion, I don't think so. I don't think so. You know what I mean? Shit, I mean, if you ask me my opinion, I don't think he do. You know what I mean? I don't think he do. Shout out to Ron Boy Fresh. Ron Boy, what's going on, fam? He said sentiment in the PBC, definitely dropping briefcases at the We Be Crooks, Ace Cuse now. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, shit, listen, bro. Hey, Ron Boy, you ought to know what time it is, man. Certain fighters get certain privileges. And these are the facts. And it don't matter if they white or black or Hispanic. It doesn't matter. You know what their race, nationality, ethnicity, color or creed is, that's what's going on. True. They'll have a rule one day, and then next thing you know, they'll turn around, they'll have a rule one day, and they'll tell me, yeah, coach, check this out, dog. Because y'all know I'm undisputed, right? I got all my belts right there. I'm undisputed, right? Everybody know I'm undisputed on YouTube. I'm undisputed on YouTube. I got all my belts right there on the floor to my right. And next thing you know, they'll be like, yeah, man, you just won the title. You got to fight somebody else in 3 months. If you don't fight them in 3 months, we're going to strip you of the belt. I said, well, how you going to strip me of my belt that I just won? And you say I got to defend the title in 3 months. But doggone Jermall Charlo had the belt since 1972. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't had a fight since 72. How come he get to keep his belt? Well, you know, the situation is a little bit different. You know, it's different because of Al Heyman. Just come out and say, look, your man Al had drop the briefcase on there, drop the briefcase, and this is what it's all about. We know what's going on. I can't sit here and act like I don't see what's going on. I see it, but I don't see it. We know what's going on, man. So my thing is, if the brother, like Regis Prograis said, his homeboy, he's going through so much stress mentally because the personal issues is affecting his mental health. Okay, if his personal issues affecting his mental health, let's relieve our good brother Jermall Charlo of the stress and the burden of having to defend the title. Let him go to the psych doctor, get his head right, and get that belt up, and let somebody else fight for it. And then whenever he decides to come back, from riding Lambos or suicidals and all that stuff there, then when he decide to come back, then let him fight for the title. Let him. You get what I'm saying? That's how I see it. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. True. Yeah, that's how I see it. The brother going through mental health. Now, check this out. Demetrius Andrade. Let's talk about him. Let's talk about what they call him, Boo Boo, right? Let's talk about Boo Boo. Boo Boo he confirmed that he is a PBC fighter now. I want y'all to hear this. Shout out to Brian Custer of the Last Stand podcast. Shout out to Brian Custer of the Last Stand podcast. I do not own the rights to this material. It's for education purposes only. Y'all listen to this. Hold on a minute.
That's right. It is the Last Stand. We bring you the biggest names in the sport. Joining me today, multi-division world champion, former WBO 154-pound champion, former 160-pound champion of the world, Demetrius Boo Boo Andre.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's me again.
I love that. Every time you do that, I love that.
Yeah,
So now
Brian Custer. Hey, Brian Custer. I love that. Every time you do that, I love that. Anyway, let's see this. Let's see what you got to say.
you're campaigning at 168. Why? Of the world, Demetrius Boo Boo Andre.
Here you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's me again.
It's me
I love
again.
that. Every time
Okay.
you do that, I love
Oh,
that.
yeah, for
So now you're campaigning at 168.
Okay.
Why?
I just, just can't make 160 anymore. And on top of that, there's just nobody at 160 that is a top fighter that wants to fight while I was down there. And so I think moving up to 168, there's more characters, more talent up there. And I think they're willing to get in the ring with me.
Okay, so the 160 pounds, the top names, according to what Boo Boo Andrade said, they was ducking him. Who are some of the names? Who are some of the names that was ducking Andrade? Can anybody help me out? Anybody help me out? Just throw a couple of names out there. When he was at 160 pounds, can anyone just throw a name out there? A name or two? Just a name or two. I'm asking for a friend. Was there anybody at 160 ducking Andrade? I want to write this down because I want to write this down because I know who was ducking. Who was ducking Andrade? Okay, Charlo. So Marquis say Charlo. Okay, we got Big Charlo. Big Charlo was ducking. Okay, so Charlo was ducking. Triple G. Okay, Triple G was ducking. Okay, who else was ducking? Who else was ducking? Anybody else? Moon Gill. Okay, Moon Gill was ducking. Okay, Moon Gill was ducking. All right. Who else? Okay, Macho Man said Canelo. Canelo was ducking. Okay, Big Nello. All right, so when Demetrius Andrade was at 160 pounds and all of the other big dogs was there, Jermall Charlo didn't want to fight him. He ducked, according to what he's saying, he ducked him. Doggone Big Nello ducked him. Jaime Munguia ducked him, and Triple G ducked him. So he decided to move on up, right? Hold on. Boston said, Boston, what you say? You say, Daniel Jacobs, huh? Jacobs? Okay, Jacobs ducked him too. All right, Jacobs. All right, so he couldn't. Oh, Billy Joe Saunders. Oh, Billy Joe ducked him too, huh? So Billy Joe ducked him. Okay, damn. So when Demetrius Andrade was at middleweight, Charlo, Munguia, Triple G, Canelo, Billy Joe, and Daniel Jacobs ducked him, huh? So he had 6 fighters duck him. All right, let's go.
Do you get a sense that you're aligning yourself with the PBC at the right time?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely. I think, this was the best decision to make.
Okay.
And also, the decision to come over here and the decision to move up at the same time just brings new light, new characters, like I was explaining. And, the division has just gotten more brighter because of the talent that I bring to the table to fight the other opponents up there, challenges. And, yeah, man, just another weight class that's really powerful now.
Okay. So he confirmed that he's with the PBC now. He confirmed he's with the PBC. So he was on the wrong side of the street before. He left Eddie Hearn, left Matchroom, left the zone. Now he's exclusively fighting on PBC/Showtime, right? So he got a new record label, a new staff, a new production company, and he's hoping to fight the other PBC fighters. Will he get Jermall Charlo in the ring? I seriously doubt it. True. Seriously doubt it. Will he get Jermall Charlo in the ring? I seriously doubt it. Will Demetrius Andrade, by him coming to the PBC, does that mean he's going to get those other fighters in the ring from the PBC? I seriously doubt it. True. Hey, you got some of them dudes. Shit, they can't get fights. They can't even get fight dates. So my thing is, if the top guys that Al Heyman loves so much, the Errol Spences, the Jermall and Jermall Charlos, just the other top guys they may have over there. If those guys are out of the ring for a year and a half, Gary Russell Jr.'s, stuff like that, and those are Al Heyman guys, Demetrius Andrade's not an Al Heyman guy. Shit, if those guys can't get no damn fight, they out of the ring a year and a half. How long you think how much you think you gonna be fighting? Y'all get what I'm saying? Unless he gonna fight for the low. Now he's at 168 pounds. Who is he gonna fight at 168? Who is he gonna fight at 168? David Benavidez? I think David Benavidez will probably fight him. Caleb Plant? Jermall Charlo is still at 160. He's going through mental health issues right now, according to what Blue Blood is saying and what Regis Prograis is saying.
I'm sorry?
160 is my weight division. I want to unify. I want to get Golovkin in the ring. I want to bring him to Houston. You know what I'm saying? I want to get Canelo out here to Houston. If they really to come down to 160, this is my weight division.
So Jermall, whenever he come back from his mental health issues, he's still trying to unify the middleweight division. Now he said this about 4 or 5 years ago. He's still trying to unify the middleweight division. So we're going to see how much time is it going to take him to unify it. I don't know, right? You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So you got Andrade, Caleb Plant, David Morrell, David Benavidez. All of these guys are PBC fighters who Andrade can fight. Jermall Charlo is at 160. Don't nobody know when he coming back. If he coming back, we don't know nothing. But let's go.
Why didn't you do it in the past?
To go up to 168?
No, aligning yourself with the PBC.
I tried. You know, there's, a lot of...
Let me ask you this.
Now, see, y'all check this out. Listen to this. He said, let me ask you this. Why you didn't line yourself up with the PBC in the past? I want y'all to hear this.
Why didn't you do it in the past?
To go up to 168?
No, aligning yourself with the PBC.
I tried. You know, there's, a lot of things I can't say, but I've been trying to be with PBC, Showtime, Al, and them guys for years now. You know, there's Al knows, there was, situation when,
Now, the crazy part about it, he says that he's been trying to link up with Al Heyman and the PBC for years. But you know what, though? Didn't those guys put out a dismerchification campaign on you? Man, Demetrius Andrade, look what he did to my brother. He pulled out of the fight with my brother Mel. The PBC was primarily responsible. Their PR team, they was primarily responsible for tearing your image up, name up in the media. Dudes on YouTube making fun of you, calling you Doo-Doo Andrade. Doo-Doo, they calling you Doo-Doo Andrade. He ain't fighting no, like this, bro, like literally. And then that on top of Canelo saying you're a horrible fighter. You don't fight nobody. Like everybody was taking a crap on you. But especially the PBC. Of course, Canelo and his fans was. Canelo and his fans, they were doing a round robin on Andrade. But the Black Advisory Company, they had a whole PR team discrediting you. Like literally. You was trying to come over there to that. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. Let's continue.
We all got lawsuit letters to my. We gonna sue you if you talk to Demetrius Andrade. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like this was back in 2012. You know, like that's how long I've been trying to do it. And then life goes on. The Zone gave me a.
He said he been trying to get the PBC since 2012. Hold on. The PBC wasn't even around in 2012. Well, let's listen to this again. Make sure I heard it right. Let's go.
Al knows, there was, situation when, we all got lawsuit letters to my. We gonna sue you if you talk to Demetrius Andrade. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like this was back in 2012. Like that's how long I've been trying to do it. And then life goes on. The Zone gave me a great deal at the time. I didn't hear anything, maybe because of the previous thing that happened with us before. So I went with that. Try to make the bigger fights over there because at that time it was. So
he was talking about he was trying to make something happen. What you say? What did you say, Party? Say he was in the Olympics in 2012. Okay, yeah. The PBC wasn't even around at that time. Shout out to Bless. Hey, shout out to my sister Bless. What's going on, sis? What's going on? But anyway, let's hear it. Let's hear this.
Triple G, Canelo. Because of the previous thing that happened with us before, so I went with that. Try to make the bigger fights over there because at that time it was Triple G, Canelo, Jaime Munguia, Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah.
A bunch of them. Why not? That was the hottest thing that was going on right now.
So he's saying that he left. He went ahead and got with Eddie Hearn because they had Canelo over there, Triple G, Jaime Munguia, Billy Joe Saunders. So he figured, hey, I'm gonna go over here. They got all these guys in the middleweight division over here that I can fight. He figured, hey, I'm gonna get with Eddie Hearn because I can get Canelo because now we're on the same network, the Zone. I can get Triple G, same network, the Zone. I can get Billy Joe Saunders. I can get Jaime Munguia. Only to find out that when he got over there, he couldn't get none of those fighters. He couldn't get none of those fighters for whatever the reason may be. True. For whatever the reason may be. But let's continue.
Much going on at that time, but Jermall Charlo. Yeah. So yeah, went that route. But now that route's over. We went through it. We stayed untouched with Tall, Black, and Handsome. And now at this time, the only thing left to do is go up to 168 and challenge the guys up there here.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned that your match room is over. Eddie Hearn said this. Quote, I just can't deliver him big fights that he needs. Listen, he's a very good but very awkward fighter. And he doesn't generate the kind of interest that can pay guys top money to face him.
Wow.
Yeah, I just think that's just, excuse that, he's using to, make.
You know what? He said that Demetrius Andrade doesn't generate enough interest to make guys want to face him. I'm like, you know what? Oh no, let's see what he got to say. Because he probably going to say, he said Eddie Hearn making an excuse. Okay, but let me ask you guys. Hold on, let me listen to this.
Yeah, I just think that's just, excuse that, he's using to, make their network seem like, they tried, which I don't think they did. I don't think they put the pressure on. Anybody that stepped into the ring with me got paid the most money of their career. And that will happen today. That will happen tomorrow. Nobody's getting, less money fighting me. The fighters want more money fighting me. Like they know what comes with fighting Demetrius Andrade, damage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Triple G having stocks in the Zone and all these other people having stocks in the Zone. They're like, well, Demetrius has the possibility of damaging that. And we don't get the mega fight, Canelo and Triple G, the third fight, which was, I think.
All right, so you're just saying the politics and stuff like that. So now that Demetrius Andrade is with PBC in the Zone, let's see how that works out. Let's see what's going to happen with Jermall Charlo, because Jermall Charlo, again, he's at 160 pounds. He's having mental health issues, and that's fine. Shout out to Big Steppin' for dropping that half for bam dub on your boy.
Hey Leroy.
Super chat received.
My phone keep alerting.
Playtime's over, boy.
Big Steppin', salute, fam. He say salute. He say salute, coach. Yes, I appreciate that, fam. Much love, my brother. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying though? I'm like, okay, cool. So my thing is, okay. And I want you guys to hear something else. Hold on, this is my daughter texting me. Hold on. That's my daughter texting me. I got a daughter living in Dallas, Texas. Anyway, so my thing is, okay, shit. If Andrade's over there shouldn't be any reasons why he can't get those other guys in the ring. Now, the crazy part about it is some of these guys are hardly fighting. And according to what I know, they're not fighting because there's no budget there. So this is why we're getting all of these fights on pay-per-view, because you give a fighter low guaranteed money, and then you hopefully you can get the rest of all this money that you want on the quote unquote back end. This back end that these guys like talking about that they don't know anything about. Back end ain't guaranteed. And if a fool tell you, now this ain't when Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard fought each other. This is 2023. And if you ain't no marquee name like a Canelo, and even Canelo is not dumb enough to say, yeah, man, pay me most of my money on the back end. Even Canelo was not that stupid. So if you a fool of a fighter, and someone is telling you, I don't give a damn who it is, whether it's Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, Al Heyman, Lou DiBella. If somebody telling you, look here, baby boy, I'm gonna pay you a Nick sack of Reggie up front, a cup of water, an iPhone 12 Plus, and a whole head cheese sandwich. I'm gonna guarantee you that up front. That's gonna be your guaranteed purse. The rest of the money you want, you're gonna get that on the back end. Shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to my brother, damn it, man, Smalls. The rest of that, you're gonna get that on the back end. And you got dudes running around hollering about back end. Dude, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. You got dudes saying that don't take guaranteed money, get the back end money. Broke dudes. That's like you working for somebody and they saying, look here, man, we ain't gonna pay you your money up front. What we're gonna do, we're gonna give you the rest on the back end, commissions and stuff like that based on sales. So they're like, I used to be a bartender, right? So I work in the bar, I used to get gratuity, right? I used to get like 8.5% gratuity off everything I sold. So let's say, and I used to make like $2.15 an hour. But let's just say they say, look here, baby boy, coach, we're gonna pay you $2.15 an hour. That's you, baby boy, you got that deal. But you're gonna get the rest on the back end, from the alcohol sales, right? I said, okay, cool, I ain't got no problem with that. But this is the kicker. This the kicker. You ain't gonna get your money after. Okay, like I used to collect all of my money after I closed the bar down. I take my 8.5% off the top. Let's say we got $4,000 in alcohol sales, or we got $1,000 in alcohol sales, whatever. I take my 8.5% off the top, plus the tips that I got in the jar, right? I don't have every job known to man. Plus the tips that I get in the jar, right? But let's say they tell me, look here, man, that instead of you getting your money at the end of the night, what we need is you got to have at least a $15,000 in alcohol sales. And then you're going to get 8.5% off that on the back end. But let's say I sell $10,000 worth of alcohol. Let's say we ring up the register, we got $5,000 worth of alcohol sales. They tell me, look here, baby boy, whoo, remember that back end I said we're gonna get? Yeah, man, you needed to make that quota of 15,000. You ain't reached that. So that guarantee I gave your friend, that's you. You got that there now. You got that there. But the rest of it, you ain't gonna be able to get that because you didn't meet the quota. You'll be a goddamn fool to go for that.
True.
You'll be a fool to go for that. That's why I said, you think I'm gonna listen to some niggas on YouTube talking to me about money that they don't have? Well, listen, how can a broke nigga tell you about money? He can't. How can a nigga that play a PS5 all goddamn day tell you about money? He can't. The strongest thing that these dudes got on them is their thumbs. How do I know the strongest thing these dudes got is their thumbs? Because this all they do. Sign the contract. Set the 4730, drop the addy. And then when they be on their PS5 playing the video game all day. Oh shit, boy, goddamn, I'm good at Madden, boy. Ooh, boy, I ain't even playing on Madden, boy. Goddamn. Ooh, look at the running back. Ooh, who you got? Well, I'm playing with San Francisco this year. Like, dude, you sitting here arguing with me, smoking on Reggie, broke, ain't got no money. You're the strongest thing on your body is your thumbs. You have the intellectual fortitude. You have the IQ of a flea.
True.
Let's hit these South suckers with Riley, man.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck those socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? I ain't the smartest guy in the world. You know what I mean? I ain't got a GED, but I got a master's degree in common sense. A broke nigga on YouTube or Twitter can't tell me nothing about money. If you ain't got no money, you can't tell me about money. Because you don't have any. You ain't never seen a boxing contract, but you gonna tell fighters who have seen boxing contracts what to sign a contract. Listen, you got dudes, they don't even know how to go to their job and negotiate how to get a raise. Look at this. They don't know how to go to their job, talk to their white boss, and negotiate how to get a raise from their job. But they're going to tell fighters who have a net worth of 7 and 8 figures about boxing contracts. Did you just get a 25-cent raise last week? Listen, I'm gonna listen to a dude. You don't even know all of the rules and instructions in the employee handbook. You know how you get hired for a job and you have an employee handbook. I done been hired. They get this is the employee handbook. These are the rules and regulations and all that stuff there. You don't even know the rules and regulations in the employee handbook, but you gonna tell a fighter what he need to sign in a damn contract. Come on, man.
True.
Make it make sense. You ain't read the employee handbook. You don't know how to negotiate, how to get a raise from the white man that you're working for. You so revolutionary, but you're going to tell fighters who got a net worth of 8 figures of what they should do, what they shouldn't do. Sign the contract, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. Do A, B, C, and D. Man, make that make sense. But we also going to have the Water Boys on here Monday. I will be interviewing the Water Boys on here. Is that Monday? I think next Monday I'm interviewing the Water Boys. And Tuesday I'm interviewing Ayatollah Marv. I think he's one of the founders of the Bloods. He's the oldest member of Blood out of Los Angeles. I'm gonna be interviewing him Tuesday as well. We got a lot of people we interviewing, man. I'm working on boosting. I'm working on getting boosts on here as well. But you get what I'm saying though. So I'ma just shout out to my sister Bless 365. I'ma just listen to these dudes. Nigga, have you ever paid a mortgage before in your life? No. Have you ever owned a car? Come on, man. But you get what I'm saying, though. So my thing is, Demetrius Andrade is over there at the PBC. We don't know what the hell going on with Jermall Charlo. They got another guy that can box pretty well named Carlos Adames. We know that Mauricio Sulaiman is shaking like booty meat. You know, it's to the discretion of the WBC. And we need 12 more likes. I want to get to 200 before I drop the phone line. It's to the discretion of the WBC that we do A, B, C, and D. Now, this is another thing I want to talk about. Let's talk about the double standards and the hypocrisies. I heard a video. I heard something from. I know a lot of people hate this guy, and me and Tone don't get along. We don't agree on a lot of things as it relates to boxing. But I do agree with him on this. He's 100% right on this right here. Jermall Charlo is suffering from personal issues, mental health issues, right? Okay, that's what he's suffering from. That's what he's suffering from. Okay. Two-Tone the Superstar made a point. Let me ask you guys this.
The 140-pound champion was being Regis Prograis, the 140-pound.
I want y'all to listen to this and see, does he have a valid point? The thing with me is this here. I don't care about, I like Tone. Tone is funny to me. But I'm saying, whether I like a person or don't like a person, I don't let that factor be a determining factor to whether I'm gonna accept something if it's the truth that I hear. If the truth comes from the devil, I'm gonna bear witness to the truth, even though I don't bear witness to the individual, but I'm gonna bear witness to the truth. The words that are spoken, as long as they are truthfully, I will bear witness to that, because the truth is what I'm interested in the first place. Like, again, I'm not interested in this cup. I'm interested in this water. So even though I may not like this cup, doesn't matter. I want the water that's inside of the cup. So I'm not going to pour the water out because I don't like the cup. No, I'm not going to do that. But shout out to Two-Tone the Superstar. Y'all check this out.
Champion was being interviewed by Regis Prograis, the 140-pound champion,
shout out to
was
Major
being
Keith.
interviewed by Punch Drunk Boxing.
Shout out to Sir Senior. What's going on, fam?
in punch drunk boxing, asked Regis Prograis, the 140-pound WBC champion, about Jermall Charlo fighting.
Now y'all listen to this.
You speak to him. Is he ready to get back in the ring or what?
He still got personal stuff going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got some hard personal stuff going on. A lot of people, they talk about him, but dude going through he going through some stuff now. He definitely getting better and stuff like that. But like the state he was in, he didn't need to fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't, bro. So I know he's a champion, all that type.
Now I am virtually confused because Regis Prograis said that Ryan Garcia could not beat him because he's mentally weak. So which side of the coin
Now, this is a tweet from Regis Prograis. This is the tweet from Regis Prograis right here. You guys can't see it. This is what Regis Prograis said about Ryan Garcia when Ryan Garcia, came about the mental health issues and stuff like that. But this is what he said about Ryan Garcia. So this is what Tone is taking what Regis Prograis saying, and now he's throwing it back out there. I want you guys to hear this.
Do we fall on mental health? As you know, Gervonta Tank Davis said a lot of people be using mental health as an excuse. Is it only an excuse for Ryan Garcia? Is it only an excuse for Ryan? As the great philosopher, Coach Malachi Williams says, if you did not have a double standard, you would not have a standard at all. And I say that respectfully. This is Musty.
Musty energy.
This is a setup.
Get your hand out of my pocket.
This is Jay Reed.
You ain't no cop, Jay Reed.
Little bit of crack.
You smoke crack, don't you?
A little.
You smoke crack, don't you?
And I say that respectfully. I guess it's only Ryan Garcia is the one making excuses for mental health. I guess that is. So when it comes to Jermall Charlo, and prayers to Jermall Charlo, hope he works everything out in his personal life, but it only seems that mental health applies to Ryan Garcia. Adrian Broner supposedly got a pass. I guess it only applies to Ryan Garcia.
So I get what he's saying. What he's saying, hold on, let me finish this. Let me finish this. Hold on.
This is the typical hate and double standards because Ryan Garcia has multiple mad millions of social media followers and he's going to knock out Gervonta Tank Davis.
All right, now that's his. Now of course he threw that in there because he's team Ryan Garcia and he's always feel that Ryan Garcia gonna knock out Tank. So I'm gonna disregard that part. But he makes a point though. Agent Broner said he was suffering from mental health when he pulled out of his fight with not Brandon Figueroa, but the other Figueroa. He pulled out of that fight. He said mental health. Come to find out, I heard that he found out that they wasn't getting paid no money. That he was gonna get $25 on the front end and had to get the rest on the back end. And they say Agent Broner said, man, damn this, I want my money. And he pulled out. Then he ended up going to BLK Prime and miraculously, mysteriously, one fight that he's supposed to have a red cash, all of a sudden, the promoter got something to say about that. And then the second fight he got with another guy, Hammer and Hank, Hank was suspended. So I'm like, God damn, okay, what's the chances of two fighters in a row that you're supposed to be fighting? All of a sudden, you can't fight them no more for whatever the reason. But that's neither here nor there. So my thing is, he makes a valid point. If Ryan Garcia is weak-minded and he's using mental health as an excuse, didn't Agent Broner is weak-minded? He used mental health as an excuse when he pulled out of the Figueroa fight? True. Is Jermall Charlo weak-minded and using that as an excuse? Or the people who are saying that he has mental health issues, like Regis Prograis and what Blue Blood Sports TV was talking about? I mean, which one is it? Or is it certain fighters who not signed to certain networks, or the certain fighters that you don't like are weak-minded and use that as an excuse? But when it's a fighter that's on the same side of the street, do y'all still feel that way? Now, for me, I don't care. I don't give a damn. But my job is to point out the double standards and the hypocrisy. What's good for the gambit is good for the goose, right? Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Man, y'all hit the phone. Y'all hit the phone up. I'm just asking. I'm just asking for a friend. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We don't even know. Hell, we don't even know if Jermall Charlo gonna come back. You get what I'm saying? Everybody going through something. Shit. Hey man, we got 500 in here, man. We got 500 in here, man. We need to get the lights up. We ain't got over 200. We got 200 likes. We got to get the lights up to over 300. But y'all get what I'm saying though? My thing is this here. Which one is it? Phone lines open. Which one is it? That's all I want to know. Which one is it? Hold on, guys. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
D-Block, talk to me, fam.
What's up, Coach? You know, it's true, man. I want to give respect and prayers to Charlo and his family, whatever they're going through, whatever he's going through. I feel like it's tough. It's tough out here for Charlo because he hasn't really defended his title with anybody. And I feel like he's being pushed to the brink mentally. I think he's getting a little breakdown knowing that his brother's undisputed. You know, I feel like a lot of backlash with a lot of boxing fans, especially Houstonites. You know, they're tired of it. Like, dude, you're gonna do something or not? Why do you keep on saying that you're gonna unify and you don't unify nothing? You've been in that division for what? How long you been there, Coach? Like 4 years already?
No, he been shit. He been in the middleweight. He been in the middleweight division since 2017. He been there 6 years.
Okay, so Suleiman, he needs to franchise him then, like we did with Canelo.
Yeah.
You know, or they need to put an asterisk right there with Charlo and put him on one of those green belts and put what are they gonna put? Email champ, just like they do with Haney.
Yeah, he's an email champ. I mean, listen, again, we gotta, you know what I like to do, D-Block? I like to take whatever they say, whoever they is, and I like to take their words and throw it back at them. You know, because certain titles only fit certain fighters that they don't like. And we don't like you, you're an email champ, you ain't fought nobody, you ain't did A, B, C, and D. If we like you, they say something totally opposite. You get what I'm saying? So yeah.
You're right. You're right. I get what you're saying. I get the drift because at the end of the day, I mean, you see the hypocrisy where they could talk a lot of lip about Devin Haney that he's the email champ, but even he got hurt, you know. But at the end of the day, he defended his title. You know, it is what it is. Like you always say, Coach. Go ahead, Coach.
Janabek got emailed the belt too.
Yeah.
Jermall Charlo got emailed the belt too, Coach. Right? So that I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And the thing is, I could also see where the other guy was saying that, you know, he could see Charlo not even fighting again. Coach, I could be honest with that too. I could see everything pointing right there. You could have seen the last of Charlo when did he fight? Montiel? That was the last fight.
Yeah, Juan Montiel. You won Montiel. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I really think, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I really think Daniel Jacobs is in his head. Even though all those years have passed by, Coach, I told you this, man. The guy's never been the same. He thought he was really up there. He saw Daniel Jacobs get a crack at Canelo Alvarez. It probably hurt his feelings. He ain't going to get that type of money. He ain't going to get that kind of legacy. I think he just gave up, Coach, being honest with you, man. And you got to look at it like this. You got a lot of criticism with Ryan Garcia. You had Tank Davis talking a lot of lip about him, that saying anybody that says mental illness is lying. But then we know what happened to him. He got issues of his own. So let's not, you know, I'm not here to judge Charlo at the end of the day, even though I kind of am, because I hate it knowing that he's a WBC champion and hasn't defended like a real legitimate champ, like Marvelous Morgan Hagler. So I'm not going to keep on ranting. So I'm just going to say, Coach, great show. Everybody hit those likes up, please, for Coach. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
Hey, man, shout out to Damian Bennett, man. Shout out to my brother Damian. Shout out to Damian Bennett. So, hey, my thing is this here. Now this what I think going on. This what I think going on. I don't have any proof of anything, guys. So I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't have any sources say no inside information, none of that, right? We know that Jermall Charlo is going through personal issues. We know that, right? Guess what? Everybody go through personal issues. There's probably not a fighter that's boxing that's not going through some type of personal issues. So that ain't no damn excuse. Now I understand that Regis Prograis, that's his homeboy. He gonna cover down for his homeboy. Fine. But if you're going to say that Ryan Garcia is mentally weak, he can't handle you, yada, 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 if that's what you're going to say about him because of the mental health, if that's what you meant, then goddamn it, if you can't turn around and say that in one breath, and then when it comes to your homeboy, you saying that, you know, you trying to want everybody to throw a pity parade for him. Not gonna do that. You gotta keep the same energy across the board. And I like Regis Prograis a lot. I met the brother, I interviewed him. He's a nice guy. But you guys know me. I gotta call it the way I see it, regardless of what. Right? So, and if you feel that, again, Jermall Charlo hasn't fought in a year and a half. So my thing is, why don't we do this? Okay, he hasn't fought in a year and a half. Why don't make him a champion in recess? Man, shout out to Silver Stress. Make him a champion in recess. Free the belt up and let doggone and let the other dudes fight for the belt. You get what I'm saying? It's not like he doing something with it. If his personal issues and mental health issues is so severe, then that should be the priority. Relieve that brother of the belt, so he don't have the stress of having to worry about defending his title. He ain't fighting about it anyways, and then let him go ahead and and be free. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Salam, what's good with you?
Ron Boyfriend, talk to me.
All right, look. Y'all ain't gonna be doing all this more Charlo slandering. Look. Listen.
I'm not slandering.
No. Hold up. No, I got you. I got what you're saying. I don't fall for none of that motherfucking personal life, personal business, personal shit. Because you can't. What I don't understand with these new motherfuckers is how you have all these personal issues, but you on a motherfucking Instagram and social media grinning and degrading other boxers. Like when Ryan said he had his personal issues. How the fuck you have personal issues and a week later you talking shit about other boxers on social media? How do you have personal issues when I see Jermall Charlo in the gym grinning and this, that, and the third and posting videos on Instagram? I don't fall for none of that shit. You dig what I'm telling you? Make it make sense. When a motherfucker had personal issues, what they do? They either do some crazy ass shit or they go underground, silent mode.
Yeah,
you dig what I'm telling you?
Yeah, he in the club. Yeah, he in the nightclub, and he doing all
kinds exactly. That's why I say, what personal shit you talking about? I mean, we talking about a wife issues. That's not personal shit. That's just regular shit, man. Nobody trying to act like these motherfuckers got some motherfuckers going through these deep ass depression and all this. Man, nobody trying to hear that soft ass shit.
Yeah,
man, you can't be when a motherfucker be like, man, I ain't heard from Jermall Charlo in 6 months. That's when you tell me. That's when I want to hear a motherfucker say, "Oh yeah, man, he got personal issues." You right? Because I ain't heard from this motherfucker in a month. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not like that with these motherfuckers with all this so-called personal issues and AB with his personal. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Or this depression shit they try out. And anyway, nah. And all jokes aside, what I want to say is, my man called saying something about Jacobs. This has nothing to do with Jacobs. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Jacobs and Maul was in negotiations to have a fight in this spring, so that's not that. And we gotta understand. And I've always said this. And the Charlos, and even though Mel did his thing, they are one of the most mismanaged boxers of all. One of the most mismanaged boxers in a while. They supposed to be on that level where they a huge draw. You dig what I'm telling you? You got Houston behind you.
Bruh, you hit the nail right on the head, Ron boy. Dude,
they are so mismanaged.
Bro, you got two twin brothers that are champions. One of them is undisputed. Another one is two twin brothers. Both of them are. I don't understand.
No, it's the truth. They are mismanaged. Nobody. I've been saying this for years, and I've been a Charlo fan since 20 bucks. When they was down in DC, I was like, who this motherfucker? When Maul had his eye problem, I was like, yeah, Maul. I like Maul's style a little better. Yeah. But make a long story short. Remember when they wanted to get these fights over there for PBC, every time they wanted a multi-fight deal, Maul was in the deal. The reason why Triple G didn't sign with PBC, apparently, because Maul was in the deal. Remember when they had Jaime? Jaime was supposed to fight Jermall Charlo. Yeah. Jaime team pulled out. Cinnamon, when they offered Cinnamon a multi-fight deal, Maul was in the deal. So don't sit here and say that Maul don't want to fight him. That's not it. They're just mismanaged, and it's just they don't pick their fights. They never pick their fights, and they've been consistent with telling y'all they never pick their fights.
He said that. He said I don't pick my fights.
They've never picked their fight. But I just wanted to touch bases on that, man. Like, yeah, I get it, but I don't fall for the whole mental issue shit these motherfuckers running with. It's some old sucker shit to me. That's just my opinion. I ain't that sensitive about it because you I ain't trying to hear all that mental depression shit and motherfuckers on social media every other day, man. I ain't trying to hear that. I know what depression look like, man. You can't catch a motherfucker grinning and out and about or anything if they really depressed or they just doing something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You dig what I'm telling you?
No, you
so
right.
I don't fall for it, man. I don't fall for that shit. Like that whole Rise shit, that was some soft ass shit because he was just pulled out of a fight. Wait a minute, a week, 2 later, you talking shit about what you would have did to a fighter. Ain't you depressed, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Get the fuck off of social media. Go handle that.
Yeah,
but nah, that's all I got to say, man. But, but that's it, man. But
shout out to Ron Boy, man.
Long live Jermall Charlo.
Yeah, man. Salute, man. Hey, salute to Ron Boy. Salute, man. Hey, I'm just saying, man. Like, I'm just saying, like, the brother going through something. Okay, cool, man. Let him get the belt, and let the other dudes fight for it. That's all. I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up? What's up, Coach? I'm over here listening to that bullshit that they talking and all that.
Where you calling from?
Ram and all that.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Lubbock, Texas. Lubbock, Texas.
All right. Texas.
I've been watching you.
All right.
Yeah, and I've been listening and it's a good channel, but it's like these people got double standards and they don't live by the code. Mm-hmm. It's boxing. Like they ain't even trying to like. Yeah, they're on some bullshit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I know that's Regis Prograis' friend, and I know that the brother, he said Jermall Charlo is going through some issues, personal issues. That's fine.
Well, more power to him, but it ain't got nothing to do with no damn boxing.
Yeah.
I mean, when the motherfuckers step in the damn ring, you're gonna fight.
Yeah.
They the ones that are gonna get hit in the head.
Yeah.
I mean, and then they're over there talking about all kind of bullshit like mental issues and all that bullshit. Well, guess what? They got a life outside the ring too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine training?
Yeah.
And then dealing with your wife or your spouse or your children or work? It has nothing to do with that.
Well,
you got to give them the benefit.
What you think it has to do? It has to do with?
It's the totality of it. It's a lot of stress. I mean, it depends on who the fighter is and whoever. I mean, that's the way I see it. Like, I mean, you can't. Every fighter's not the same, and that's what you bring to the table. And I don't disrespect any pro, no, because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna fight for a living. I don't think there's no insurance for them when they get their ass cracked. What do you think?
Yeah, you kind of lost me. So you say you don't think there's an insurance for him when they get cracked. So my thing is he hasn't fought in a year and a half. So like if he's suffering from mental depression or whatever it may be, what do you think should happen with the belt? Like we don't know when he's going to come back. So do you think that he should just hold on to it until whenever he decides to come back and whenever he can, or what do you think should happen with the belt?
You talking about Regis?
No, I'm not talking about Regis. I'm talking about Jermall Charlo.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't he? I mean, he gotta hold on to it. I mean,
yeah, your phone.
That's his.
You sound.
That's his prerogative.
All right.
That's his.
Hey, you sound robotic. You sound robotic on the phone, but thank you made the point. Thank you for calling, fam. You said you called from Lumber, Texas, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. Shout out to you, fam. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So my thing is this. So let's look at the middleweight division. Let's see who we got in the middleweight. Hey, we got to get the lights up, man. We need 53 more lights to get to 300. We got over 500 people here watching the show. Let's look at the rest of the middleweight division. I want to see the rest of the middleweight division because, okay, you got Andrade. He ain't there no more. Let's look at the rest of this middleweight division, man. Let me see what's up. Well, you know what we probably should do? We probably should look at the WBC, but let's look and see. Let's look and see. Let me see. All right, y'all check this out. Where's Jermall Charlo? They don't even have Jermall Charlo. They don't have Jermall Charlo on here? Oh, I wonder why. So I'm looking at Ring Magazine. I'm looking at the Ring, right? They don't even have Jermall Charlo ranked. I wonder, is it because he hasn't been fighting? Oh, probably because he's been out of the ring for over a year and a half. Okay, so y'all check this out. So right here, they don't have Jermall Charlo here, but I'm thinking it's because he's been out of the ring for over a year. So he's been out of the ring for over a year. So they don't even have him. They don't even have him in the top 10 in the ring. They got Jaime, Carlos Adames, Janabek, Michael Zafara, Sergey Derenchenko. Damn, Sergey Derenchenko. Oh, I didn't know he was still boxing. Laura, Felix Cass. Okay. All right, cool. So we see what's up with that. Let's go to the WBC. I'm thinking the reason why they did this, guys, is because he hasn't fought. Hey, don't forget to click the link, man, to check the merch out, man. Y'all go to check the merch out, man. Click the link in the description. Also, Lil Green Eyes Pete dropping the merch link. Y'all please support the old boy by checking the merch out. Hold on, let me see what's up. Let's go to the WBC. Because I want to see. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Doggone Mauricio Sulaiman, bro. Listen to him. It's three people. When you hear them speak, it's like pulling teeth, trying to get straight answers out of them. Mauricio Sulaiman, Leonard Ellaby, and what the dude named from Showtime, Steven Espinosa. When you hear those three dudes talk, they never answer questions. Boy, they talk like a pure politician, bro. Pure politician. True. All right, so they got Jermall Charlo right here. He's the middleweight champion, right? Now, he hasn't fought. They got Jaime Munguia right there. Chris Eubank. We see what happened to Chris Eubank. He was forced to lean back by Beefy. Ryota Murata. Sergey Derenchenko. Listen, they ain't really got no hell of a dudes in this top 10, to be honest with you. Shit, you know, see. That's 10. This is the top 10 right here. Macy Sulecki. Remember, this is the guy from Poland. Macy Sulecki, that's who Jermall Charlo was going to fight. He might end up fighting him when he come back. Macy Sulecki again. But my thing is, he hasn't fought since June of 2021. So the question that I have is this. If he's suffering from personal issues and suffering from mental health, and he hasn't been in the ring in a year and a half, is Mauricio Sulaiman going to, hey, just whenever you decide to come back, you get to hold on to the belt? Because we know other fighters don't get that luxury. Depending on who the fighter is, they don't get that luxury. You guys get what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, let the brother take care of what he need to take care of, and then, you know, let him be a champion in recess, or give him the French fries belt, something like that. And then, you know, when he come back, then let him get back in the mix of things. You see what I'm saying? Because you got the dude Carlos Adames. He's a PBC fighter. He want a shot at that belt too. And it doesn't seem fair to any of the fighters for them to just, man, we gotta wait on this one guy. We don't know. You get what I'm saying? Or this guy you get what I'm saying? So I just think that that's what they need. I think that's the right thing to do. Let the other guys, let the brother handle his personal issues, his mental health. Let him go see a psych doctor or whatever. Pretty sure I got some doctors for him. You know what I mean? On the payroll, and let him get that straightened out. And you get what I'm saying? And then when he get his mind right, he can come back and fight for his belt again. Yamas, what you say, fam? He say everyone's wife seems like they are a pain in the ass. He say don't get married then. Yeah. I got you on that. Yeah. And listen, I got you on that, fam. Because you know, everybody going through some shit. Everybody. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is WCS. What's good, Coach? With it?
Man, WCS, talk to me, fam.
So initially when I heard this, right?
Mm-hmm.
As much as I don't, appreciate them in the personal setting, the Charlo twins, I did take into consideration with what's going on in their life that it does occur in boxing. Boxers like this have personal problems all the time.
Right.
So I had to think to myself, I should show sensitivity, just like people showing sensitivity to Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez, Tyson Fury. The list go on and on when it comes down to these boxers having episodes that play out in the public. You know, where they spew out to the public. It happens behind closed doors, and then they make it out to the public eye. I haven't heard any reports of Jermall Charlo having mental issues, but can we sit up here and prognose him? Yeah, can we prognose him with mental issues just because he having personal problems?
No.
I mean, that's what we do every day. We have personal problems, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get your take on that. I heard what you said. You got personal problems, you still can fight.
Yeah, no. I know. I 100% agree with you. So I'm trying to figure out, how does having personal issues translate into mental health issues? Like that's what was throwing me off. So I'm like, okay, if a person is battling depression or whatever, that's one thing. If he's battling mental health, okay, that's fine. Then boxing is not that important. Go ahead and let the brother get the help that he needs if that's the case. Now, I haven't heard Jermall Charlo come out and say he's battling mental health. I haven't heard Jermall Charlo say that myself. You get what I'm saying? But
you're absolutely right.
But but his friend, Regis Prograis said, and shout out to Regis Prograis, said that he's going through personal issues, but I didn't hear him say he's going through mental health issues. But
I totally agree, man. True words.
Yeah. But I was looking at a video that Blue put out, and he talked about the mental health issues and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, when I listen to what Regis Prograis said, and I listen to words very well, I never heard him say he's going through mental issues, but I think maybe the brother's interpreting that as he's going through, because if you listen to the interview, Regis Prograis was like, man, Jermall, he going through some real stuff right now. His mind is not there. Anyone can look at him and tell he's not mentally ready to fight or something of that. So he did say that. So I think that's what was interpreted as mental health issues. So my thing is, okay, whatever he's going through, personal issues, mental health issues, okay, fine. You've been out a year and a half. Let him take care of that, because that's more important. What's up with that belt, though? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you make a good point, Coach. What's up with the belt? Okay, yeah. we on boxing, and you won the champions of the division. You holding that coveted WBC title. Hey, you know, like this, Coach. We had Yola Marauder, who was sitting out with his WBA belt forever and a day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We had Manny Pacquiao. Yeah. He was on recess for whatever reason he was on recess for. It wasn't within the policies of being on recess, but he was out the sport for a long time holding a belt now before they lifted it.
Almost 2 years.
Yeah, almost 2 years. So it all depends. I see where you're coming from. The middleweight need a boost. And we definitely don't need Jermall Charlo standing out because of personal issues and being a champion. We need somebody to fight. Come off, vacate the belt so somebody else can fight for it and put a fresh face up in there. And then when you come back from your personal issues, fight for your belt again. That's what I want to see. Not holding up the middleweight division. It's already stale as we know it, and we need something to happen. I wish the brother the best. You know what I'm saying? It was a very good interview that Regis did with Punch Drunk.
Yeah.
But he never said mental health, Coach.
Yeah, no, you're right. I never heard him say it.
I mean, I looked far and wide to try to find an article that was talking about mental health, because people, you need to understand mental health is not personal problems.
No.
If you can't pay a bill, that don't mean you got mental health issues.
Yeah, that mental health is, it's like you got some kind of, is that kind of like a sickness, right? A mental sickness?
Mental health is a sickness. People take medication for mental health.
Yeah. I never heard him say that. So, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, well, if that's the case, then that's way more serious than anything boxing related. But
you remember his wife would. Go ahead, Coach.
No. I never heard him say it. But go ahead. What you were saying?
You remember his wife when she came on live that time? Mm-hmm. She didn't mention he had mental health issues. Last time I checked, she didn't say he had mental health issues going on.
No.
She just said he'll probably never box again. The house probably get foreclosed on. She really didn't mention anything about mental health.
I don't know. Yeah. She did say that. I guess she talking about the money. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Again, I didn't even really talk much on that at all because I'm like, man, that's between him and his wife. But once you put something out there in the public, the people in the public will scrutinize it. Will scrutinize you. It's something I learned a long time ago. WCS, and my grandfather told me this. He say, son, let me tell you something. Your business is your business, right? I said, yeah. I told somebody my business on something. It was something dealing with something that happened at the job, and me and this guy we almost got into it. So I told him, right, but it was between me and the guy. So I told the other guy, and he ended up telling other people, and I got upset with him, and to the point that we almost came to blows. And so I told my grandfather about it. He said, "Listen, why you mad at him?" I said, "What you mean?" I told him so. He said, "Was that your personal business?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "If you want to, if you want to keep your personal business, he said, you keep it to yourself. Once you tell somebody else your business, it's not your business anymore. It's their business now." That's what he told me. He said, "It's their business now. He said, because if it's personal, it's personal pronoun, it stays with you. But once you share it with someone else, guess what? It's their business now. And if they tell somebody else, it's going to be their business and their business, so on and so on and so on." So, that's what he told me. So if it's, whatever he's going through personally, that's him. But once she came out and put some things out there in the public, people went to, people felt like, hey, it's open season. So it is what it is as related to that.
Yeah, it's public record, man. Yeah. I just never heard his wife say anything about personal issues. I mean, the boxers do go through situations. We remember Carlos Monzon.
Yeah,
he's married. He had another girlfriend here. All through those relationships, there was abuse, and then he ended up getting married to this other chick, which ultimately he pushed off the balcony. He ended up being sentenced to 11 years and stuff like that. But it's just been like that in history. Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah,
he was very abusive to his spouse.
Yeah, he was a woman beater. Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah. So it's a trend when it comes to boxing, coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
I appreciate the call, bro.
Hey, World Comeback, thank you for calling, fam. Yeah. Shout out to Tay Hill. Hey, okay. For dropping that half of Bam Dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Yeah, I see it.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, I saw that about 2 weeks ago. Now I saw it a while ago. Hey, shout out to Tay. What did you say, family? You say, Coach, did you see the WBC has 47-year-old Sergio Martinez ranked number 2 in the middleweight rankings? I saw that, fam. How do you have Sergio? Come on, man. Sergio Martinez still boxing at 47? Come on, man. Bro, this don't make no, man. And not only that, okay, it's one thing that he's still boxing, but how do you have him ranked in the top 10? He ranked in the top 10. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, it's Fee on the Tube.
Fee on the Tube, talk to me, sis.
My thing is, who gave Regis permission to speak on this man? I mean, it doesn't matter if it's your friend or not. Why are you speaking on this man's personal business like this? If he would have never said, I mean, Jermall did a live yesterday. I'm just gonna say it was a little, I've been concerned with him. I'm on record saying that, but this is anytime anybody asks me about my family, my friends, whether they doing well or not, I always just say it's all good. Everything's good with them. Whether if I got family members I haven't even spoken to for whatever reason, and when people be like, "What such and such? You talk to such and such?" I'd be like, "Yeah, they doing good. They always on the up and up." You know what I'm saying? You just speak. Who gave you his own brother? Haven't even spoke on this man in such a way. Now I feel like he was doing him some type of justice and making some type of excuse for him. I don't think he meant any harm. However, he did him an injustice by even opening his mouth. When he asked him about Jermall, he should have said, "Listen, Jermall be back. He'll be back when he can, and or just say, ask that man. We still homies. We talk from time to time, and that's it. Left it alone. When you speak like that, it leaves room for this to what's going on right now for us to speak on the man. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this right quick. I'm sorry, Coach. my best friend, her sister, very jolly girl, always happy, always on social media. You know, was in one of those sororities from college, just a real, just up and up, great girl. Killed herself. Okay, she killed herself, and nobody seen it coming. We all were shocked. We couldn't believe it. So you cannot go by somebody acting tough or acting like they happy, this and that and the third. You can't go by that. You know what I'm saying? So stop saying, let's stop. We not doctors. Let's stop saying what a person should and shouldn't do or what they would or wouldn't be doing if it was a mental health problem, because every individual is different and every individual handle things different. You understand what I'm saying, Coach?
Yeah, everybody
but as far as everybody handle things different. As far as the belt go, Jermall Charlo needs to do some type of interview and say, you know what, I'm gonna drop this belt and I'm gonna get some things in order and I'll be back better than ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have the right people in his ear or something. And then, like old boy said, his wife said that he's never fighting again. That's what the wife said.
Yeah, that's what she said.
The wife said he said he ain't never fighting again. And has that man fought since then? No, he has not. And
I wonder why she said that though. I wonder why she said that.
Because she knows, because she his wife and she knows something that we don't know.
Yeah.
And that's why it's such a touchy situation. And that's why, we have to be careful. Not you per se, Coach, but even you, all of us, we have to be careful how we speak on this, because next thing you know, something tragic happens and we didn't see it coming. You get what I'm saying? The wife knows something. You know what I'm saying? People, we just got to be careful with this. But yeah, he needs to do some type of interview, or even if that, just drop the belt and let these other guys step up and he handles what he has to handle. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. You're right, Coach. He needs to just give these other young bulls a chance to do their thing and just step back. And we need to just stay watching the situation closely. But Regis, he should have kept his mouth shut. Don't speak on it. You need to hush telling that man business, whether it's mental health or not. And like I said, he felt like he was doing him a justice, but he did him an injustice. And that's all I wanted to say on that.
All right, shout out to
God
Fiona
bless
too.
you, Coach.
Thank
God
you,
bless
sis.
all y'all.
Duval County, stand up. Shout out to Two-Tone, the superstar. Hey, okay. We're dropping that $2 super chat on your boy. Two-Tone, what did he say? He say rumor. He say Enos, Jerron Ennis versus Vila on Tank Davis Garcia undercard. Okay. We'll see how that work out. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what up, Coach Dallas from Brooklyn, man?
Brooklyn in the house. Yo, what's going on, fam?
It's a good topic, man.
I always love when you call the show, man. Brooklyn, man. But dog, hey, big dog from Brooklyn. Hey, anybody want to smoke now? Y'all almost about, what you say? You about 6'4"? He about 6'4", 240. I don't know. That might be.
Man. I weigh my 241, man. I just got off that scale, man.
Hey, boy, that's a big dude, boy. I don't know. Hey, man,
I'm hitting hard. I'm hitting real hard, Coach. I'm hitting hard, too.
Hey,
But, that ain't the subject today, man.
I believe you.
Word. That ain't the subject, man. We're going to talk about the subject.
Yeah, but go ahead, yeah.
Nah, man, but the Charlos, man, they rub me the wrong way, man, because they be coming out here to Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? It's like, the PDC event. These motherfuckers walking around with security in the bathroom. I'm like, nigga, nobody give a fuck about you, man. Like, you ain't coming in the bathroom with security guards. Yo, this New York City, man. This celebrities everywhere, man.
Okay.
They seem like they full of themselves, man. That's why one of them motherfuckers got by some chick, took all his shit. But anyway, we're gonna I just want to address the mental health thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot in my life, man. I lost my best friend 2 times. 2 years ago, I lost my brother, his wife stabbed him to death. You know what I'm saying? So I've been through a lot, man. And I just want to make a comment, like people calling, like making excuses. Your life is hard, man. Life is hard. You asked to be a fighter. You asked to be a world champion. You asked for money. You obviously asked for that bitch because you married her, and now she's shitting on you. So much is given, much is expected, man. I had 3 things in my life. I had an ulcer. I was so stressed. I had an ulcer, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And there's 3 things that will make that shit go away. One was training. Anytime I got in the gym, I would forget about all my problems because I had to concentrate on what was in front of me, man. I had to make it through that round.
Right.
I had to make it through the sparring. I had to concentrate on that because there wasn't no room for any outside issues. I used to have a Hayabusa. Whenever I rode that bike, I had to worry about my life, man. I had no room for no stress or no outside issues, man. And I had this girlfriend, and I used to get with her. It's like, this might be kids listening to this, but all that shit went away, man. For them little minutes, whatever it was, man.
Yeah.
But my point is, man, I'm not into like, yo, listen, you got some shit going on, throw yourself into your work, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, women calling up saying this and that. Men and women is different, man. Men got to be a leader. Men got to go to war. Men got to fight. Men got to roll in society where you don't allow that to get in your way.
Yeah.
You got to rise above that. And I'm not saying like that shit don't exist and all that, but I choose not to acknowledge that when I go through things, because the more focus you put on it, the more it's gonna come out, man. That's my opinion on that, man. And for me, I started writing things down. Like you said, your grandfather said, don't talk to nobody because you make it their business. I started writing it down, and I would go over it, read it. It's like I'm peeling back the layers of an onion, seeing what made me who I am, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, niggas gotta be strong, man. We can't be, these guys made it to the top. That wasn't easy, man. No. This is just another challenge in your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not knocking nobody that has real, physical fucking imbalances and all that. But come on, man. Yo, somebody we need David Goggins on the show. What would he say about this? He tell that motherfucker, get your ass up. The guy that do all them races, he wrote the book. David Goggins, he's like a Marine.
Oh,
yeah.
That dude, yeah. He always jogging all the time. He do a lot of jogging.
Yeah, I read his book.
Him and CT Fletcher. I love CT Fletcher.
Oh, man.
Yeah, CT.
Yo, what was CT tell that dude? What was he telling him, Coach?
CT was, man, listen. He say, look, I don't want nobody want to hear that pussy ass shit. You going through problems. Everybody going through problems. You ain't going through nothing no more than the next man going through problems. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? You gonna sit there and whine and whim like a little, he said like a little pussy, or you gonna stand up and fight? You ain't got but one life to live. You ain't got but one shot at this thing. You know what I mean? Life and death has no contract. That's what my granddaddy said. Life and death has no contract.
I'm gonna end it on this. What was CT Fletcher say? Is your motherfucking set, man.
It's your
set.
Set.
Tell that nigga get his ass up and get in the ring, man.
Yeah.
Yo, peace and love, man.
Shout out
love
to
the show, baby.
Salute,
Good hearing
fam.
from you.
Yes, sir, man. BK in the house. Yeah, that's right. It's your CT Fletcher say it's still your motherfucking set. When you get through crying, guess what? It's still your motherfucking set. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland, talk to me.
Yeah, I was just as shocked as everybody else in the chat to hear not only is Sergio Martinez fighting, but he's ranked number 2 by the WBA. So while I was watching you, I jumped on Google and whatever. Come to find out, old boy was retired for 6 years, made a comeback in 2020, 5-0 ever since with 3 knockouts. Now, granted, he ain't fought nobody I ever heard of, or you ever heard of, or anybody else in the chat ever heard of.
He get a pass, though. He get a pass. He 47.
On somebody.
Yeah, he get a pass. He 47. He get a pass. I ain't mad at him.
He doing more than Jermall is. I know that's for sure.
Wait.
And
Wait. Sergio is more active than Jermall?
Big time.
At 47?
Big time. Yeah.
Sergio more active than a lot of these fighters that's boxing right now. It's a couple of these top guys, they hardly fighting. So Sergio, like, got the rank.
You know what that means, Coach? He must not be with the PBC.
Sergio Martinez, listen, that man around my age, dog. I think I'm a couple years older than him. Come on, man.
He was a cold man at 147. Him and Paul Williams.
Oh,
they
Paul
did their
Williams
thing.
Sleep. He put Paul Williams to sleep, boy. I was like, God damn, boy. He caught him. Oh, Paul Williams ran right into that left hook. He caught him that left hook walking in.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, but shout out to Martin, man.
All right,
Salute, man. Yes, sir. Overtime in the house, man.
Sure.
Overtime in the house. Hey. Man, Sergio Martinez is more active than a lot of these fighters right now. These dudes in their prime. Some of these dudes, they in their prime. How the hell a 47-year-old get more fights? Shit, they talking about he ain't fighting nobody. At 47, he ain't supposed to fight nobody. He can get a pass to fight a tomato can. I ain't mad. The man fought some hell of a fights when he was in his prime. He fought all the tough fights, so I ain't mad at that. At 47, he deserved to get some tomato cans. I ain't mad at him. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Ray Graham, Baltimore. How you be, man? How you be?
Man, 12 from B-More. Talk to me, fam.
Well, just a couple of things. I guess my first question is, how is he still holding the belt? He hasn't fought in 2 years. That's the first thing. I thought it was some rules and regulations, and he couldn't hold the belt if you're not fighting for that long, right?
Well, no, it ain't been 2 years yet. It's been a year and a half. June of this year will be 2 years. So, again, the rules are subjective to Mauricio Suleiman and these other sanctioning bodies.
Yeah.
There are rules for some fighters, and there are a different set of rules for another fighter. It just depends on how they feeling that day, depending on which briefcase they receive, depending on what's in the brown paper bag. That's how it works.
That's right. And then the whole thing now with mental illness, let me explain something. It's actually real. I was one of them dudes that never thought I'd get depressed or do anything like that. But you know that? Dealing with so much stuff over time, and I mean recently, sometimes you just get down. Like with me, I just shut down. Yeah. And I realized that since I was a child. I've been doing that since I was a child, man. When things really bother me, I shut down because I've seen too much. I'm not going to get into it. I've seen too much. I had to deal with a whole lot early. So now when I get depressed, I just get down. Like something simple looks like a big mountain. Like say I gotta do some dishes in the sink, and that looks like a mountain of dishes, only 6 of them. So that's when you have to pick your damn self up and say, I need some help.
Yeah.
I need some help and go from there. You know what I mean?
This is the thing. Jermall Charlo never said he had any mental health issues in public. But hold on. But I will say this. Regis Prograis is a friend of his. So he's probably speaking from, I know what's going on because the guy who asked me the question, he asked me a question about what's going on with Jermall Charlo on Punch, asked what's going on with Jermall Charlo, and he's speaking from firsthand knowledge. So I got to look at I got to look at that too, even though Jermall Charlo didn't come out public and say anything, but Regis is speaking from firsthand knowledge because he's still, he said he just spoke to him yesterday. He was at his house, so I think that's what that is.
Yeah. Also, this is my last thing. Let me tell you what I've heard from most boxers when I was coming up. The jockeys, the Simon Browns, and all of them. All of us are a little bit off. Anybody that steps in that ring and do their job is a little bit off. This is the only era of boxing I've ever heard about mental illness. Most of the mental illness is the people who step in there and want to get punched and beat and do the same thing to the next man. That's the mental illness. Everything else is just that something outside of the ring is affecting you. You just don't want to deal with it. Yeah. And you say mental illness. Yeah. Because you have to be off the one to do this. Seriously.
Yeah, man. Yeah, some got to be off you to get punched. You're right about that. Hey, but shout out to you, Troy.
So bless up and stay strong, and coach. I don't want no more talk about giving out the addy. I didn't even know what the hell that was until you started talking.
Drop the addy. Yeah, that would be your dude. Cool. Hey, listen, if you online and somebody say they're gonna pull up, drop the addy, sign the contract, 60, 47, 38. Well, sign the contract. That could be them older dudes. So you got the old possums online with YouTube channels. But anyway, they in their 40 saying that stuff. But they say drop the addy, they're gonna pull up, they're gonna do A, B, C, and D. You automatically know that guy is in his 20s.
That's true, man. I'm 51.
He's either a teenager or he's in his 20s. I refuse to believe. Well, you know what? No, I can't say that. I can't say that. Ace Money told me he got shooters, had a little brother, and he in his 30s. He in his 30s. So if these dudes, if they teenagers, if they say drop the addy, I got shooters, I'ma pull up, come to Memphis, come to New York, come to Florida. If they say any of those things, you know they either teenagers, they're in their 20s, they're in their teens, 20s, or 30s. You automatically know, because I refuse to believe a dude 40, but guess what? They got another dude YouTube channel named Southpaw. This nigga about damn near 50. He about 50 years old, and he be saying the same thing. You know, come to Chicago. Come to Chicago. I'm gonna do this
That
and
dude
that.
is toxic,
I'm like,
man.
dude. I'm like,
He's
dude.
toxic as hell.
Dude, you do know that you almost at the old folks home. You too
Yeah.
old to be. You too. Nah, I believe that dude that got some mental health issues. I do. I think something wrong with him.
Yeah, he definitely does. But I got someone shout out real quick, then I'm gonna jump off.
Yeah.
Knockout TV or just Knockout, I think he goes by.
Mm-hmm.
Ring IQ kicked your ass, boy. Thank you very much.
Shout out
Have
to
a good day.
Hey, yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, if they go to talking about they got shooters, drop the Addy, come to their city. You all back in though. Brother, hold on, brother. Are you serious? Yeah, nigga, drop the Addy, nigga, drop the Addy. Bro, listen, bro. Hey, guess what? What the dude name that's in jail right now? What the dude name that's in jail right now? On the rapper, the one that like to paint his toenails with pink and paint his fingernails and like to wear dresses and purses and stuff. What the dude name? Thugger. What is his name? Thugger, right? Thugger, listen. Thugger, you know, he's a killer. Apparently he's some kind of killer, right? And you know, all this stuff there. Young Thug, yesterday, Young Thug. Guess what? All these killers, now they testify. They telling now. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. No, I'm like, no, not Tuffy. You were just OG. You were OG Mudbone a minute ago. You were OG Bobby Johnson. I seen this one dude in court. What the dude name? This dude was actually one of the shooters. I mean, I'm pivoting a little bit. This dude was actually one of the shooters. They gave this dude 15 years probation. They say, is YSL a game? Yes, ma'am. Are you an old bitch ass, cooch ass nigga that ain't gonna do shit, but you just following orders from Young Thug? Yes, ma'am. Is it true that you mad at Young Thug because he slept with your baby mama, Big Booty Judy? Yes, ma'am. Bro, he was so humble. I'm like, dude, in the street, you was a killer. But when they get in the courtroom in front of them judges and prosecutors, they have a whole nother attitude. The killer stuff gone. The killer stuff is gone. There ain't no more killers no more. Is it true that you and Young Thug did a drive-by at a church the other day in 2015, and y'all shot 4 kids? Shot the preacher and the deacon and hit grandma in her kneecap with a 38. Yes, ma'am. Like, bro, he was saying, yes, ma'am. I say, is this the same dude is this the same dude? And that's what I'm saying, dog. But all that killer stuff sound good to when them white folks come. When them white folks come, guess what? Them niggas ain't killers no more. True. They ain't killers no more, dog. They ain't killers no more. I can promise you that. Everybody a killer till when the white man come. When the white man come, they ain't revolutionaries no more. It ain't no more fight the power. It ain't no more, we got to take it to whitey. It ain't no more, yeah, man, we got to destroy the system. It's none of that. When they come to them silver bracelets, them niggas be, well, I'm trying to tell you, I know what I'm talking about, bro. I know what I'm talking about. True. Yes, sir. It is what it is, man. I already know what time it is.
What's my name? My name is nobody, and I don't live nowhere, and I don't know nothing. I don't know because I know that you gon' tell God on Jesus, kiss a Judas, silver pieces, monkeys acting in the monkey show. Gangsta monster killer, silverback. Where is your rap sheet that you never explains? Moving fast, thinking slow. Dummy clown, silly Billy, need a hug. Thugs on drugs, monkeys acting in the monkey show.
Yeah, man, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Hey, listen, this will all you drop the addies. Guess what? This will all you drop the addies. We know what you gonna do. We know what you gonna do. We know what you gonna do when the white folks come. You gonna talk gangster to me. You gonna threaten to shoot me. You gonna threaten to do all these evil things to me. But I know for a fact, when the white man come through, like Tarzan did on, I remember when I was young, I used to watch this TV show called Tarzan, and it was in black and white. It was when my mother, the guy name was Johnny Weissmuller. He was the actor in there. Johnny Weissmuller played Tarzan back in the day. If you was born in the 40s, you know what the 40s and 50s, you know what I'm talking about. Johnny Weissmuller, Tarzan, right? Listen, all that stuff sound good. Niggas be Shaka Zulu. They be all that though. As soon as Tarzan come through, boy, niggas run like Rosa when the lights come on.
True, true, true.
I don't seen it happen a million times, dog. I'm trying to tell you, bro. That boy ain't gonna put. Hey, he come in there, Ungawa. Listen, when Tarzan come through there, the mosquitoes won't bite him. The mosquitoes refuse to bite him out of respect. He go through the jungle. The lions turn the other way. Yeah, that's Tarzan. Yeah, we don't want no more smoke, dog. I mean, wait a minute, you were just a lion with me. You were talking about killing me and doing this and that. How come when Tarzan come through, it's a different? Boy, it'd be a whole nother ball game, bro.
True, true, true.
I'm like, okay, all right. I'm like, okay, all right. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Well, I really want to talk about what a lot of time when they say, "Oh, Floyd have to do exhibitions." My philosophy is never stop getting it. Currency over legacy.
I would like to fight Prince Nassim. Hopefully, we can meet at 128, or he can come up to 130. We can fight, or hopefully, I can fight the winner of Casamayor and Free Test. I'm looking forward to moving up to 135, fighting Paul Spatafor, Jose Castillo, and hopefully moving to 140 and fighting Constance Zoo. Floyd Mayweather's not ducking or dodging any opponent out there.
Yeah, man, that was Floyd back then. That when he was Pretty Boy. When Pretty Boy wanted all the smoke. When Pretty Boy wanted the smoke, nowadays we don't get that. Nowadays, Blood Boston said it masterfully. He said what he hate about this era, these guys use contracts, back in, they use all these reasons not to have a fight. You know what I mean? Listen. Well, my fighter got a whole head cheese sandwich last week. Your fighter still eating pork chops. You got to, they use the A-side talk, all these talking points to argue and debate and justify we're not making the big fights happen. I'm just saying, dog, like, again, when I was growing up, I didn't see Mike Tyson or Larry Holmes using A-side, B-side talk to justify not fighting somebody. Mike Tyson, I did $50 million at the gate. I'm just throwing a number out there. And I did $19, $20 million at the gate. I did 2 million pay-per-view buys, 2 million pay-per-views. I'm the A-side, I never heard that. But in this era, not only do you hear it from certain fighters, but you hear it from their fan bases. Like what I look like being on a live 10, 11, 12 hours, arguing with some niggas, getting threatened, getting disrespected, mother hollering about they pulling up, they got shooters. Okay, so you're going to shoot me. I can't come to the fight. You sending me threatening emails. You're sending me gun emojis. I don't receive every gun emoji in the book. Hey, how many different gun emojis y'all don't receive? Hey, we got 500 people in here, less than 400 likes. Let's get the likes up. We need 84 more likes. We need 84 more likes. Hey, look here. I don't receive every gun emoji known to man. I don't receive African gun emojis. I don't receive gun emojis from Chicago. I don't receive gun emojis from Dallas, Texas, where my daughter lives at. I don't receive gun emojis from Houston. I don't receive gun emojis from New York. I don't receive gun emojis from Georgia. I don't receive gun emojis. I don't know if I received any from LA yet. I don't think I've received them in LA. I don't receive gun emojis from the Carolinas, but I don't receive gun emojis from every city on YouTube in America. Just gun emojis. I got dudes pretending he from Pakistan threatening me. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Corey from Texas. Coach, how you feeling today?
Floyd from Texas. Talk to me.
Corey.
Oh, Corey. Sorry about that. I thought you said Floyd. Corey from Texas. Talk to me, fam.
No. Nah, it's Corey. Nah, it's good ass subject today, man. Good ass subject, man. We all go through shit, and like my man from Brooklyn, he said it best. I got family in New York City, and I remember I had an aunt in the Bronx over there by Grand Concourse, not far from Yankee Stadium. Every time I got into some tough shit in life, she always would just be like, "Look, It's life. This is what it is. Now, I'm not trying to be insensitive. We all gonna cry. Shit is gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But I also think,
you're gonna cry. Ain't nothing wrong with crying, bro. You got to get it out sometime.
Right, but I also think, and I had a rough childhood. That's what made me go to boxing. But I also think like boxing is a lot of our relief. Like that's why we here every day. That's why we listen to you. That's when you hear the fighter story and the all accesses and the interviews. Boxing was all of our release in some way. It's our way of, with all the bullshit in life, bills, money, violence, this, that, the crazy stuff that go in the world. Like boxing is our outlet. So I think that's what I hope these fighters look at, and I hope that everybody listening to this show today, it's a good ass subject. It's like, yo, we here because boxing is our outlet. That's our outlet.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So keep up the good work, and that's all I gotta say. Like this, that's what life is. This shit stuff. Even when you're doing good, it's always some bullshit.
Yeah.
But you gotta cut that shit up and keep moving. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Coach. And what was I going? Oh, did you ever figure out what the hell is going on with? You did the video with Broner. What the hell was the third opponent now? What's going on now?
Bro. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I spoke to some people. I spoke to some people from over there, and this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just say me. I feel like there's something going on in the background that trying to sabotage these guys.
Oh, for sure.
That's my assessment of it. This company is a black-owned company, but they're a small company, and I just say that there are bigger companies, the big dogs in boxing. They are doing everything in their power to make sure that these guys are not successful. It's nothing personal; it's business. And I'm not saying it's PBC just doing it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's the top guys. It's the top ranks. It's the match rooms. It's anybody that's a big dog that's been doing it longer than them. They are trying to corner the market to make sure that these guys are not successful. Now I don't have you know what I mean? So I don't get a check from I don't get a check from nobody. You get what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know. So, but I'm just that's my assessment. It's just too many damn coincidences. Too many coincidences. Right. You get what I'm saying? It's just too many coincidences. So that's the way I'm seeing it. So that's my personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. I don't have any facts on it, so I must make that clear. I do not have any facts on this, but this is just my opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, but shout out to Corey,
definitely
man.
Look for the style.
Yes, sir. Shout out, man.
Peace, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna say this. All right. I told you guys. Why? And I don't want to talk about that. Anyways, in life, I just say this. Hold on, we got a call calling in. Hold on, guys. Everybody gonna go through some things in life. We're gonna talk about some life issues. Let's talk about some life issues. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Swat Jones from Fort Worth. What's up, Coach?
Swat Jones from Fort Worth. Talk to me, fam.
Man, I just dope show, man, dope content. You know what I'm noticing is just when fighters say with mental health, man, that's really not nothing to play with. You know what I mean? Because when I was in the military, I went to the Navy, went through Iraqi freedom and did all of that. PTSD is a real thing. Yeah. And what I noticed with the fighters, man, see, it ain't no selfish ambition tied to mental health, man. You ain't feeling shit about nothing. Like you ain't caring about holding on to this, holding on to that, because at that point you damn near losing everything. So you damn near have to stop everything to get your life in order. Yeah. So it's like when I hear the fighters say mental health, but you still want to hold on to the belt, or 3 weeks later all of a sudden you fine because you get what you want. Or see, that's the shit that just don't. I'm sorry, that's what make it look bad for everybody else who really do have mental health issues. Because now, when people say mental health, they don't really know how to distinguish what's really mental health and what somebody just having a bad day or going through a divorce. Look, everybody got problems, but when they come to that mental health, man, you really do be out your mind. And it's a lot of work that go into that. So I say, if cats want to say, "Hey, I got mental health," I drop everything then. Yeah. Drop everything. Don't want no belt. Don't do all this stuff and hold other people up because you say you got mental health. Drop that shit. Go get some help. making known that, hey, I'm dealing with this. But man, if it ain't really mental health, man, get your ass up, man, and go to work, man. I mean, I hate when they do that. So I just think they need to.
Yeah,
they need to eliminate that.
I want to say this for the record. Jermall Charlo never said he had any mental health issues, and Regis Prograis never said it. But he the way he worded it, it was interpreted by Blue Blood Sports TV because I saw his video. He got it in the title as well, and I listened to the video, and I think he interpreted it that way. You know what I mean? So Now, but I got to be honest, I never heard Jermall Charlo say that. And Regis Prograis did not say, hey, man, Jermall Charlo suffered from mental health. But he did say he's going through a lot of stuff mentally and personally. So that probably was interpreted that way. But again, we go through a whole lot of stuff. As a matter of fact, SWAT Jones, I want to show everybody something. Is there anything else you want to say, fam?
No. I wanted this, but I'm gonna say this last thing. But see, even how like people could put that on a thumbnail, right. Or you see how it's just thrown around like that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's. I think that's when they need to just kind of calm down with that. But that's all I had to say. Coach, dope show, man. Love the content, man. Be safe, bro.
Thank you so much, fam. Thank you, bro. Shout out to SWAT Joe. I want to show you guys something. I want to show you guys something. Shit. I want to show you guys something. Now, I'm the type of guy that I pride myself in not making a whole lot of excuses for anything. Do you want to know why? Because I know people that are going through things in life that are way worse than I can ever go through. And I feel ashamed to even talk about any problems that I may have been going through or have went through, because my problems in comparison to what other people go through in life is nothing to even talk about. You get what I'm saying? It's nothing to even talk about. I'm finna show you guys something. Shout out to Judge. He said, Coach, when will you do a midnight conversation? Yeah, I don't know yet, man. I haven't had time for another midnight conversation, man. I haven't had time. I don't even know, fam. I don't even know when I'm gonna do another midnight conversation. Just me being honest with you. But I want to show you something. This is for all of my, and I'm not trying to be funny, but this is for my brothers out there who think they got it hard, because if you think the white man got you down and you think the white man is holding you back, stopping you because you're black and all that stuff there because of your race, I want to show you something. If you participate in the Victim Olympics, I want to show you something. This brother right here, I think his name is Guy Ritchie or something, not Guy Ritchie. Well, not Guy Ritchie. I forgot his name. He's going to say his name, Richie Parker. His name is Richie Parker. This brother is from Beaufort, South Carolina. Now, Beaufort, South Carolina, that's the home of Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier is from Beaufort, South Carolina. A lot of people didn't know that, but he's from Beaufort, South Carolina. This is a black man that was, so it's very important that I say that he's a black man born in America from the South. Guess what? He was born with no arms. True. He was born with no arms. I showed this on the show before, and I want to show you something. I do not own the rights to this material. It's for educational purposes only. I want to show you this. This is quick.
How do you get through your day? Make it from one place to another. One task.
My favorite car, 6'4" Chevrolet Impala.
How do you do it?
Every step of the way in life, there have been people that said that I can't do things, said that I couldn't ride a bicycle. There have been people that said that I couldn't live on my own, couldn't get a good job and support myself, or I couldn't go to college and graduate. I don't listen too much to people when they tell me I can't do something. There's not a whole lot that's going to stand in my way.
Now, the dude worked for NASCAR. He works for NASCAR. He designed cars, race cars for NASCAR. He's on somebody's team, one of those. I don't know a lot about NASCAR, but he's on one of these a very, very successful team. You're gonna have to explain to me when you bring your whining ass over here to me on this channel, and you talk to me about the white man and racism and this and that, yada 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 yada, blah blah squaze. Although all of those things are true and real in life, you're gonna have to explain to me how you have 2 arms, 2 legs. You can't make it in life, but this black man has got the same skin complexion as you, was born with no arms from South Carolina, and he's doing better than you.
True, true, true.
Oh, I'm not finished. See, I don't believe in the victim Olympics over here. I have my down days. I cry. I'm hurt. I have times where I think about my mother and my aunt and all that stuff there. But guess what? Don't nobody give a fuck. Let's go to this one. Another black man. As you can see, he doesn't have any arms, but he's working. Look, he's working. Look what he's doing. As a matter of fact, let me blow this up. He's carrying logs, talking on the phone with no arms. And he's black. What excuse you got? I'm asking a legitimate question. What are your excuses? Let's look at one more. This guy right here, white guy, this man was born with hold on. This guy right here, check this out. I want to show y'all something. This guy right here was born with a half a body. He doesn't have any arms. He doesn't have any legs. And he's a motivational speaker. This guy right here, Nick Vujicic, I call him Nick Nick Vujicic. He was born with no arms, no legs. He's a motivational speaker. Guess who he's speaking to? He's speaking to people who was born with arms and legs.
True, true, true.
Explain to me. I just gave you 3 examples. Explain to me how people, this guy was born with no arms and no legs. He going all over the country. He can swim. He can make his bed up. This guy right here, and he probably works harder than anybody, than most people who got legs and arms. I know dudes right now who was born with arms and legs, lazy as hell. You don't listen. You can't make them work on the job.
True, true, true.
All they do is complain all day. You see a bunch of them. Right over here. You see a bunch of them right over here and on YouTube. You see a bunch of them right over here on YouTube. Victimhood Olympics. Here go Rick. Rick say NASCAR is racist as hell. Let's not act brand new. But salute to... Oh, Rick. Oh, my poor brother. Rick, how old are you, brother? Rick, how old are you? I'm just curious, Rick. How old are you? I'll tell you how. I'm 49 years old. I just turned 49 January 17th. Never thought that I'd live to see 49, but I'm here. But how old are you, brother? I'm curious. I think you totally miss the point. I know you're from Texas, fam. You totally miss the point. I'm showing you, I'm asking how old are you, fam? I'm showing you examples. This guy didn't say, he's not saying racism stopping me. This is a black man, and I know you say, you know, racism and white people and all this. I get that. But how is he black, just like you and me, born with no arms, but he's able to do things and accomplish things in this, as you would, I'm going to use your narrative, racist NASCAR. That man got a net worth that man got a net worth and worth more than me and you probably put together. He said, "Well, they had to ban the Confederate flags from NASCAR." Yeah, okay, listen, but that ain't. But you missing the point, fam. You totally missing the point. And the news. Never mind, Rick. Never mind. Rick, never mind, fam. Never mind. But anyways, to those who get it, I want you to use this as inspiration. If you ever get down in life, and you feel like participating in the victimhood Olympics, and you feel that the white man's world has got me down, you got people from all over the world, different races, different nationalities, ethnicities, they going through stuff way worse than you. You in the best country on the planet, so they say, America. You got people who come over here, man, with nothing, and they make it happen. I know people who've been over here all these goddamn years, and they still complaining. I know dudes who were complaining when we was teenagers. Now they're in their 40s and 50s. Guess what? They still complaining.
True.
They still complaining. Can't see the forest from the trees. You got dudes, they talk about racism while ignoring the fact that people who look just like you are more than likely going to be the ones that kill you. People who look just like you in your area more than likely going to be the ones that kill you. I don't know, man. For those who get it, they get it, man. For those who don't, don't worry about it. I'm just Carter. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable. D Block, D Town, D City, Giveville, Baltimore. Stand up. What's up, Coach?
Hey, what's going on with you?
Hey man, I didn't mean to call second time. I just gotta say one thing about this, man. Hey Rick, we love you, man. We really do love you. Hopefully we can all hold hands and we can just sing Kumbaya, man. I gotta say one thing about issues with mentality, since this show is great. I love this show, Coach. Yeah, today has been one of the best shows we've had. My daddy, he's a karate man, right? He used to do karate back in the 80s. So I'm gonna do it real quick. So my daddy told me all the time, he's like, no, I told my dad, when are you gonna teach me karate? He goes, son, I want to let you know something. If I teach you karate, your hands are gonna be a lethal weapon. And I said, but Dad, I need protection. I'm being bullied at school. Now I was in the 3rd grade and this guy was bugging me. He was in the 5th grade. And my dad, he whispered in my ear and he let me know what to do. So he didn't want me to beat nobody up with my hands because he said my hands were lethal weapons coming from our family. He said our hands are traced back from history. When you touch somebody, they die. But I was little. I didn't know what my dad was talking about. So he was just trying to not let me get in there, right? So mentally, he was telling me what's up. So the bully comes up to me while we running in the gym. Got little ass shorts back in the early 90s, little shorts, big socks. So then he tells, hey, D Block, come here. I said, what? I'm gonna knock you out. And I remember, I could hear my daddy right in my ear, in my head saying, son, unleash the beast. So what he told me was, if you act crazy, people ain't gonna mess with you. So I got on my force, Coach, and I ain't lying. And I started acting like a lion. That guy went running, Coach. I'm telling you, he went running. He said, man, that got crazy. So I started believing myself. Damn, my daddy was right. I'm not gonna hurt nobody. If I act this way, I'll be all right. But let me tell you, when I got to middle school and stuff like that, that line showed it didn't work. So I had to learn boxing. So that's how I got into boxing, coach. Also, so that's all I gotta say. Sometimes, like Charlo, maybe he just doesn't want to fight anymore, coach, and he's giving up. That's all I gotta say.
Right, shout out to D-Block. Yeah, shout out to Swift 718. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
The dude said, what does this story got to do with boxing? Nothing. Has nothing to do with boxing at all, fam. My story, anything else. But anyways, the story I'm telling has everything to do with not boxing. It has something to do with life. On my show, what a brother named Damian P. On my show, we talk about boxing, but we talk about other things like life as well, right? And so this channel is not for everybody. You get what I'm saying? Because certain things I like to talk about real life issues, and I tie it into boxing because, you know, in boxing, there's a fight. You have an opponent, you're fighting a guy, and, you know, you may have a fighter that may be a better skill set than you. You may be the underdog in the fight, but you may be in a fight with this guy in the ring that you have to overcome adversity. The story that I'm telling has everything to do with boxing. Why? Because in life, you have certain people that are born with certain handicaps, certain disadvantages, and they have to fight through life in order to overcome adversities. Very similar to what's going on in the boxing ring. A lot of times what you go through in life is a way more tougher than what's going on in the boxing ring. That's the whole point. And I think sometimes I have people on YouTube, they are so low IQ and so slow that they just can't see. This is why I talk the way I talk. This is why I talk the way I talk. This is why I say these dudes are low IQ. They're dumb. They participate in the Victim Olympics. This is why I say these things, because it's true. Life cares nothing about what issues you got going on, what excuses you have. You still got to fight. My point is this: if a man born with no arms, no legs, can find a reason to live in life, live his purpose in life, be successful in life, what excuses do you and I have? What excuses does Jermall Charlo have? What excuses does Terrence Crawford have? What excuses do your favorite fighter have? We have none. Nigga, I'm not gonna feel sorry for you. The game ain't based on sympathy. You live a life that most people would die to live. Pick your big boy pants up with your arms that you've been blessed to have. Stand up on the legs that you was blessed to have and get to work.
True.
I ain't feeling sorry for no nigga that's a multi-millionaire anyway. Not me. You going through mental health? Okay. You got mental health issues? Okay. I'm pretty sure that dude that was born with no arms and no legs, I'm pretty sure you ain't going through nothing no worse than what he went through. Imagine what he battling with every day. And this motherfucker going around the country as a motivational speaker, motivating people who was born with arms and legs.
True.
So I tell you guys time and time again, man, I don't give a fuck about trying to get every subscriber. I do my best to run these low IQ ass niggas off the block. You want to know why? Because I don't want everybody over here. My channel, I don't give a fuck who you, black, white, Hispanic. Don't make me no never mind. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. Nigga, why you over here watching me? If you can't pick up what I'm putting down, I don't know what to tell you. But I'm not a part of your Victim Olympics. I'm not a part of your racial narratives. I'm not a part of team this fighter, team that fighter, or whether you Hispanic and you want to push your Hispanic heritage narrative. I don't give a fuck about that. If you want to unsubscribe, leave. I don't need you. will replace you. I'm looking for people who love the sport of boxing, but I'm looking for people who have just a little bit of higher IQs. All money ain't good money. All subscribers ain't good subscribers. I done ran a whole lot off the block. I think we should be at 20,000 right now. We might be at 20. No, not 20. We might be at 19,000 subscribers right now. Y'all know me. I'm the content creator. I tell a motherfucker to kick rocks quick. I don't give a damn. You want to know what I mean? Because my message ain't for everybody. We need 33 more subscribers. We'll be at 19,000. Shout out to Swift 718. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did he say? NASCAR being racist is a testament to my brother not letting that stop him, including no arms. That was the whole point. That was the whole point, fam. That was the whole point. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach Ricky Ricardo, San Antonio. How's it going?
Ricky Ricardo, don't talk to me.
Yes, sir. Good show. Good points. Very valid points. Good life lessons for people. Give people a different perspective in life. I can't speak on what's going on with Jermall Charlo outside of the ring. As a boxing fan, I think it would be fair to put him as a champion in reset.
Yeah.
I think the direction that his team is going alongside his brother, I think what they're trying to do, and this is my opinion, this is just what I'm seeing and what I believe is going to happen. I think Spence is going to go to 154. I think Charlo returns when he comes back. I don't know if he'll take that Zoo fight, but I think he goes to 160. And I think Jermall, should he decide to come back, go to 168. So that's just my opinion, my thoughts on what I've seen. Good show. I appreciate it as always.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my brother Ricky Ricardo. San Antonio, stand up. You know what? When I get down in spirit, I think about those guys. Shout out to hold on. What else I had? Shout out to my dog Thug and D. Thug and D, what's going on, fam? Thug and D, man. Thug and D, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Jugs. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. What did he say? He say, Coach. He say what? He say, was that D Block's lion roar? Yeah. I think so. He said, give him the Broner. Okay.
Shut that soft ass shit up. And the best man to win. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Man, look here, man. I'm a strong, bro. I take pride in, you know what I mean? You get knocked down, you got to get back up. Whatever that brother going through, Jermall Charlo, you ain't going through shit in comparison to what other people are going through. Stand up, put your big boy draws on, get back in the ring and fight, or take care of what you need to take care of outside of life. But I don't feel sorry for no nigga. I don't. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's the boxing scientist from Cali. What up, Coach?
Boxing scientist, talk to me.
Yeah, I think somebody needs to show Jermall that Rocky V movie. You know that part where Rocky's talking to his son outside the restaurant, and he tells him, you know, life's not easy. It's gonna knock you on your ass, but you gotta get up. You know, because that's how winning is done. That's what winners do. Man, that part gives me goosebumps to this day, man. Like he needs to just man up. You know, he's going through life. That's all it is. Yeah, and that's all I gotta say, man.
Hey, shout out to Boxing Science of Cali, man. Salute, fam. Yes, sir. I don't feel sorry for millionaires. I'm dead ass serious. If you're a multi-millionaire, I don't feel sorry for you. Yeah, you're a human being. You're going through things in life, but so what? And who else ain't going through nothing in life? When you laying in your mansion, sleeping on your $10,000, $15,000 bed, driving your Lambo with suicide doors, I don't want to hear no shit about no, man, he going through some things in his personal life. Nigga, so what? I just showed you some videos of some dudes that was born with no legs and no arms going through way worse than what this nigga going through. Yeah, man, fighters get hit in the head for a living. Yeah, fighters chose to get hit in the head for a living. That was a choice that these fighters make. When you get punched in the head for a living And yeah, man, you know, we got to understand these probably get punched for a living, man. It's real in boxing. Yes, I know it's real in boxing. Guess what? They signed up for that. Ain't nobody making Tank Davis or Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford or Jermall Charlo or Canelo Alvarez or Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. Ain't nobody making neither one of them niggas get in the ring and fight and get hit punch in the head for a living. They chose to do that. And they understand that they could potentially get killed in the ring. They could potentially get hurt in the ring. They understand that the 3 steps that you take to get in the ring, in order to fight, that could be your last 3 steps that you take in life. They understand that. And they voluntarily, as grown men from a child, made a decision to get in the ring and get punched in the head for a living. So if you make a decision to get punched in the head for a living, what, you want me to feel sorry for you? No, you made that choice. Just like if a dude go out in the street and commit a crime, now you in the courtroom, don't scream racism. Man, them white boy, they're trying to give me 25 years, dog. Man, if a white boy commit the crime, they give him 5 years. If a black dude commit the crime, they give him 25 years. Guess what? Nigga, why did you commit the crime? Fact of the matter is, if you never would have committed the crime, we wouldn't be having this discussion right now. When it's time to suffer the consequences of your actions, now you want to be a part of the Victim Olympics. I don't participate in the Victim Olympics, homie. I said time and time again, your issues are not my issues. Nobody don't give a fuck what I'm going through. I'm a fighter. I'm going to keep fighting. It is what it's going to be. I'm going to make it happen regardless. I believe in me. Coach Malachi going to make it do what it do, regardless. I got a whole lot of stories on adversity that I've been through in life. I don't talk to y'all about that. You want to know why? Because y'all done been through something as well. Y'all can look at me as inspiration if you want. We're going to keep fighting, baby. We're going to make it do what it do. But I don't feel sorry for millionaires. Just letting you know. I don't. Nigga, you got money. Just lay on that bed of money. You'll be all right. That's how I see it. Let's give everybody a round of applause. And Regis Prograis, I know he's your homeboy. If the nigga going through something, okay, good. Let him take care of that shit. But what they gonna do with the belt, though? That's what I want to know. What they gonna do with the belt? Because he ain't fought nobody in a year and a half. And guess what? I ain't throwing no pity parade for him. It ain't a fighter in boxing I feel sorry for. When your ass made a decision to get in that goddamn ring, that was your choice, your decision. You're a multi-millionaire. You did good. What do you want? Well, I just want to know when you're going to get back in the ring. We want to do a fight party. I'm going to go to the fight. That's all I care about. All that other shit, that pity parade stuff, give a fuck about what you going through, nigga. Shout out to Jugs. Hey, okay. He say for anyone in the chat who's going through something, I got a message for you. Oh, hit it, coach. Shout out to Jugs, man. Shout out to Jugs.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut
to
that
win.
soft. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Fuck a millionaire. Yeah, man, we going through something, man. Nigga, please. Call him what's your name. Where you calling from?
Big time boss. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on with the show? Talk to me.
How you doing, brother?
Doing good.
You on the show?
Yeah, I'm finna get ready to wrap it up now. Talk to me.
Oh, okay. Well, I got an exclusive for you, but I can't give it to you over the air, man. So I'll hit you back a little later.
Okay, cool, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is what it is, man. Once again, it's on, man. It's up by Coach Malachi Williams signing out. You know me, man. We know we team for the other side. Listen, bro. I called it the way I see it. It is what it is. That's just how I see it, fam. We ain't throwing no pity parades. I don't want to hear about no racism, white supremacy. For all you guys who feel America is so racist, guess what? You can easily leave the goddamn country. For all the revolutionaries, if you hate America so much, it's so racist with the white man system, guess what? There's a big-ass continent called Africa you can go to. You can go over there and be amongst black nations that's ruled by black people. If you feel that way about this country. Or you can stand up on the front lines and fight the white racist, white man, the white racist system. You can do that if that's what you choose to do. But me, I don't want to hear that shit. I got too many other things to deal with that I'm being successful in life at. And the last thing I want to hear is some goddamn victimhood Olympics. I don't participate in it. I did it for 25 years, dog. I was a victim for 25 years. Really longer than that, 28 years. I snapped out of it. Thank God. It took me 28 years, but I did it. My advice for you to do the same. You do the same, maybe you'll be more successful in life. That's all I got to say. It is what it is, man. Once again, it's on. Shout out to my brother, man. Retro Boxing and Documentaries, man. That's my brother, man. Shout out to Retro. Shout out to D Block. Shout out to Rob Boy Fresh. Shout out to the brother from Lumber, Texas. Shout out to World Comeback Sportsman, ATL. Shout out to Phil and the Two from Duval. Shout out to Yarmus, my brother from Brooklyn. Shout out to Martin from Old Town. Shout out to Troy from B-More. Shout out to Corey from Texas. Shout out to Squad Jones from Fort Worth, Texas. Shout out to Ricky Ricardo from San Antonio. Shout out to Boxing Scientist from Cali. Shout out to my brother Shelton, man, from Compton, California. It is what it is, man. I was born 1974, man. We on, my Betty Jean ain't raised no punks. She ain't raised no punks. I'm gonna get it down regardless, man. It is what it is, man. 2023, man. If you still talking about the white man, something wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. That's all I got.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick? No, I ain't saying Kick Capri? I didn't say that. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. I tell you something. Money, I just said. Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. Once again, it's on, man. It's about Coach Malachi Williams signing out. And again, we like to run them off the block. If you participate in the Victim Olympics, this is not the channel for you. If you think that I'm on your side and we're going to start a revolution together, this is not the channel for you. All I care about is boxing. If you think I'm going to feel sorry for your favorite fighter, not. I'm not going to throw a pity parade for him because anytime I get down in spirit, I see a whole lot of other people that's doing way worse than me. I'm too busy being thankful for the things that God blessed me with to be caught up in complaining about things that I cannot change. I'm so busy being thankful, living my purpose, working my purpose in life. I got a lot of people who believe in me. They ain't here no more. My mama gone, my Aunt May gone, my Uncle Benny gone, all of them gone. A lot of people believe in me. They ain't here no more. They're not here anymore to see my transition. They was there for me when I was out there in the streets. The stuff that was out there was there then. Through the feds and all that stuff that they was there then, but they're not here anymore to see my transition. So I got a lot of people who counting on me. I don't plan on letting them down, even though they're gone, but they're not forgotten. I got a lot of people that's counting on me. Guess what? I'm gonna come through like a quarter horse champ. Wanna know why? Because I believe in me. I don't want to hear your pity parade. Not on your side.
Look. Fuck you, fuck the plane you flew in on, fuck them shoes, fuck the socks with the bell on it, fuck them cheap ass cigars, fuck your yuck mouth teeth, fuck your hairpiece, fuck your chocolate, fuck Guy Ritchie, fuck Prince William, fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Shout out to Booger Ray Leonard. Booger Ray don't like me. He's following me on Twitter. Well, I think he do like me. He followed me on Twitter. He left me a little message. You know what it is? It is what it is. Booger Ray, shout out to you, man.
Sunshine when tank's gone. I'll smack the shit out of you in front of everybody. Only dark times for you. I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat. Ain't no sunshine when tank's gone. I don't play them type of games. Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about me? Did you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ? Ain't no sunshine when tank's gone. I'll knock that motherfucking hole out. Period. Only dark times for you. Ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business. Ain't no sunshine when tank's gone. You fucking idiot. Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about?
shout out, man. Shout out to my, let's give everybody a shout out. Shout out to Knockdown 305. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. Shout out to my sister Deborah Booker, man. This sister, like she said, she going through cancer right now. She going through treatment. My mother went through cancer. You know, cancer took out 3 years, took out in 99. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. I'm gonna leave you with this. True story. My mother passed away of cancer in 1999. She died. She passed away July 7th, 1999. She was 54 years old, a month before her 55th birthday. My mother was diagnosed with cancer in 1996. She had surgery. They told her then that she would live a year. She would die. She'd be dead in a year. This is a true story. I didn't know this until I saw her in the hospital on her deathbed. My Aunt May, she's no longer with us anymore. She passed away. Aunt May passed away Christmas Day, 2001. She passed away in her sleep. My Aunt May was at the hospital. We was in the room. And when I saw my mother on the bed, you know, she was, you know, I got the phone call. You need to, I was living in Orlando at the time. You need to come home. Your mama going to the hospital. 6 months prior, my mother was at my house in Orlando and she was looking real weak and frail. But she said it was the chemotherapy that had her like that. She just kept saying it's the chemo. Chemotherapy affects your body differently. That's all it is. Because she just lost a lot of weight. My mother wasn't a big woman anyways, but she just lost a lot of weight. She got down to like 110 pounds, something like that, right? 6 months later, she passed away. So anyway, make a long story short, I'm in the hospital with her. Me and my Aunt May. We was in the room just talking to her at the time. And the doctor came in. He said, Betty, do you want DNR? He said, do you want us to resuscitate you if you were to pass on? My mother said, no, don't resuscitate. So she had a DNR, don't resuscitate. That's when it hit me like a ton of bricks. 25 years old, true story. So I leave that day. It was a Monday. Never forget. I leave that day. Go back to Orlando. I'm boohoo crying because the reality of the situation had to hit. So I'm talking to my Aunt May in the hospital. I said, Aunt May, why didn't you tell me my mama was done? She say she didn't want you to know. You know. And then my brother ended up passing away 2 years later. He died of full-blown AIDS. So 3 years later, my brother died of full-blown AIDS. He was a drug guy. He shoot heroin. He got caught it from a dirty needle. So anyways, make a long story short. So my mother said that my Aunt May told me that my mother did not want me to worry about her. Now this woman on her deathbed, she told 3 years prior that she gonna live a year. She lived 3 years. So when I came back to the hospital the next day, they had my mother morphined up. She was on her last leg, right? She passed, you know, and then I was in the room with her. I think I was doing music at the time. I think I was going to Full Sail or I was a bartender or somewhere up in there. But I was working on the demo CD. So I did my demo. I showed them a CD. I said, Mama, look. I was trying to cheer her up. I'm doing music, this and that, yada, yada, yada. Now I was still bad, you know, in trouble. So my mother didn't get a chance to see my transition, me going from the streets and being where I'm at now, right? She didn't get a chance to see that. So I was so distraught that I left. I said, man, damn. So the nurse had to come in and clean my mother up because she used the bathroom on herself. She was too weak to even get to the bathroom. So the nurse came in, cleaned up. So I was so distraught. So I went home, boohoo, cried all the way back home. I said, I'm going to come back and see her in the morning. I didn't get a chance to see her. Got the phone call. She passed away, right? So my biggest regret was I wish I was there, at least be in a room with her, right? So I say all that to say this. I live my life thinking about that every day. So don't have any regrets. Keep fighting, keep going. Life is like boxing. Boy, boxing imitates real life. No matter what, you got to keep going. We ain't got but one shot at this shit. You get what I'm saying? So you got to keep fighting, keep going. And guess what? I ain't feeling sorry for no millionaires, homie. I'm just saying me. Because there's too many poor people and people who don't have things in life that I can share my sympathy with. I don't give a damn whether you black, white, whatever. Don't make me no never mind. Hispanic, don't make me no never mind. When it comes to this sport of boxing, all I care about is seeing the fights. I don't care nothing about your racial politics. I don't care nothing about your pity parade. I don't care nothing about none of that. That shit don't mean nothing to me. That's the mindset and mentality that I have. This is why I'm the way I am today. So other than that, that's it. It's that boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. Keep fighting, keep going. It is what it is. We all gonna take that dirt nap. You can believe that. Let's go out there and hang out. Once again, this song is our brother Coach Malachi Williams signing out. True Media Today, USA Boxing. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. He said, I'm with you, Coach. Yes, sir.
I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.